they try to shoot you down, run evasive maneuvers. Stay strong up there. You need to hold off those jets until the ground team get Reshkovsky out of the facility.
Yeah, guess who's back? Guess who's back?
When you come up on the airfield, take the bus around the back of the building and torch it.
Guess who's back?
Let's hurry it up.
Debt to income ratio. It shows up, that's a part of your debt.
It's 75,000, 80,000 out of college.
Well, not everybody's making that kind of money, but I'm just saying.
That's a lot.
I'm not saying whether or not that, but I'm not saying that that's a lot of money.
It is. Imagine have to write that after your have to send that back to Uncle Sam.
The point I'm making is it's free.
Imagine have to send that back to Uncle Sam.
The point I'm making is if you come out of college with $80,000 in debt,
imagine have to.
You can't afford to pay buy a house.
Sit Maddie out of touch.
Now start a business.
No. I'm not out of touch, fool. I just got mine later. They grew into theirs. I just got mine later. I just obtained mine later on down the road.
Right. So, it affects your credit. You know what I'm saying? Like when you got that student loan debt over you, it affects your credit. Even if you're paying it. But it prevents you from being...
You say, we'll give y'all something now? Nobody gave it to me. Nobody gave it to me. I ain't got nothing to give you but a notification to click on the damn video. Ain't do it. Nobody ain't gave me a motherfucking thing. Nobody ain't give me nothing. I wouldn't even let them give me an STD. Well, can we go to commercial, please? Greg want to say something I don't understand. I'm trying to figure it out.
St. Louis.
Wow. One got vocals.
Right.
Strictly vocals. Now, this is strictly vocals. This is strictly vocals.
This is not catalog. This is not your favorite song.
Strictly vocals. Who is that one down there in the bottom right?
That's Babyface on the bottom right.
Oh, and who is that down?
Gerald Levert, Brian McKnight, Johnny Gill with his over-singing ass, and Babyface. Which one gotta go?
Okay, can you give me 2 Brian McKnight songs?
My shattered dreams and broken hearts.
Okay, that's one. Give me another one. I like another one.
Another song by him is
Okay, so
no, he got another one. Listen,
because that was who I was leading to.
no, and then listen,
But
Brian
make him stay.
McKnight got a lot of great songs,
Make
but
him stay.
one is like a dream come true. 2, it's fun to be with you.
And then
3, you're the only one for me, and 4.
Okay.
Okay, so in terms of vocals,
Well, we know that Levert got that strong brass.
I like Gerald Levert's voice.
He got that strong brass. I like that brass.
I like Gerald Levert's voice.
It got that Aretha tone, that Aretha brass.
Uh-huh.
I like that brass. I like the gospel in Johnny Gill.
Now, see, I'm leaning towards Johnny.
I like the gospel in Johnny Gill.
I'm leaning towards...
See, you was raised Catholic, so you don't know about the Holy Spirit.
I was raised Baptist.
You don't know about the Holy Spirit.
Listen,
You don't know about the Holy Spirit.
I'm leaning towards Miss Gill.
Stay strong up there. You need to hold out those jets until the ground team get Reshkovsky out of the facility.
I said I'm leaning towards Miss Gill. I'm leaning towards Miss Gill because, to me, he can sing. Don't get me wrong. That was New Edition.
But did he say that?
On the perfect day, yeah, he started it. He had to be tamed in the studio. Don't get that nigga on the stage live, bitch, because he's doing too much growling and grumbling and...
I'm sitting by Oh, but he good tonight. Okay, give me 4 Johnny Gill songs.
I don't know if he has 4. Now we're not talking about Johnny in New Edition. We're talking about Johnny.
Girl, give me 4.
Be your friend.
Give me 4
to the end, even the storm weather.
No, that don't keep it.
Right.
We might need to do these for Save Your Fave.
We might, yeah. We definitely need to have this for Save Your Fave.
We might.
Okay, somebody said stop. He does. Okay, give me 4 Johnny Gill songs by himself that were hits. We got Slip on Your Ridge. What was that song called? What was that song called? My. It was called My. Okay, My. What else he got? Fair Weather Friend. But you said you didn't really like that.
What song?
I'm gonna be your fair weather friend. I'll be there to the...
Girl, you asked.
Oh, he had Rub You the Right Way. And Rub You... I didn't like his fast songs. He didn't need to do that.
No, that fast, you can't get into his vocal range with that fast shit.
Okay, so that's 3 songs. What's There You Go? How does There You Go go? How does There You Go?
Somebody... How does There You Go? Oh, these are really Johnny Gill fans.
They're talking about it?
I'm just saying over there. Who do you think was saying I've been voted the best out of the 4 of those?
And I don't want to hear... Let me see what There You Go is.
Craig, who do you think was saying I've been voted for Donald Trump the best out of there 4? That's what we need to do. I've been voted.
Let me see. Johnny Gill. What's the song called? There You Go.
Whoa.
From the Boomerang song. Now that was a good song. But see, again, Johnny has to be tamed. Cause see, when you let that nigga loose on stage, he does too much.
Again, which one of them was saying I would vote? Listen,
I will probably that damn Johnny Gill. But in terms of well, no, I am saying vocals. To me, I don't love Johnny Gill's vocals over these other people. There's a smoothness to Babyface's voice that I like. And Brian McKnight, even though he abandoned his first children, I really do like his vocals in terms of his falsetto. Like, he has great control. And I like Gerald Levert. Well, you know, he's gone, but I liked past tense his vocals. So yeah, I would have to say, who are you saying? Gotta go.
I'm not really a Brian McKnight fan.
You don't really like men singers, no way. Because you like to do all that screaming and reaching for a falsetto note and soprano note. Notice I said reaching.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I'm not a vocalist.
So you don't really get into the male vocals.
I love the gravel and growl, but from a woman. And when it's from a, well, then that's why I like
Miss Gill. That's why you like Miss Gill.
Miss Johnny, stop.
That's why you like Miss Gill.
Well, folks, please put this in the files. We're gonna save this. Please put this in the files because we're gonna do this for
Yeah, we're gonna do this when
we're gonna do a save your fame
in St. Louis. Can you children out there in St. Louis sing? You said I'm having real strong talking to the people in St. Louis when we get out there because y'all didn't let that Nelly.
Wait a minute, Anime Bullet. Oh, she lived there.
Yeah, she was from Nutbush, Tennessee.
Nutbush. That's why it took so long for Turner to get somebody in his band because they was all in there.
They couldn't sing.
So we just got to see.
Well, you know, I gotta have a strong talking to our St. Louis family for letting Nelly go over here and show his goddamn ass.
My friend Curtis lived there, I think. Curtis,
who was supposed to love you?
No.
Oh.
Curtis lived in St. Louis, I think, or somewhere in the place Curtis could sing. I wonder if he gonna slide out. Cause that bitch be singing.
Girl, who is Curtis?
And I'm gonna have to listen for at the end of Save Your Fave, y'all gonna have to sing I Vote. Oh, can you just give them so they can catch what they need to get the cadence of it. Let's go.
Or Donald Trump.
I will vote. Raise your hands, come on. Donald Trump. Let's do that. For Donald Trump. I will vote for Donald Trump. Let's go. I will vote for Donald Trump.
Everybody, let's sing this song, everybody, together, okay? I need you loud, because I want to Trump. Hear that song, okay? Again. Yo quiero que todo el mundo lo cante fuerte, para que nuestro presidente la escuche. ¿Ok? En español bien ahorita. So, tranquilito. Come on. 1, 2, 3, go.
Oh my God, I will vote.
Everybody.
I will vote.
Repeat.
Oh my God, I will vote. Oh, girl, that shit sends me.
Are you gonna be posting it on your page later?
Oh yeah, I am going to post that on my page later. And you know what else? I'm gonna post it on my fan base page too, and Instagram.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, I will vote. I will vote.
Hi, Billboard.
It's I need
Hi,
to understand
Billboard.
it's a mess.
Hi,
It
Billboard.
really is. But see, I think a lot of these people who were so in support of him have had their crash moment where they're like, oh my God, what did I do? But they'll never admit it because they went so hard for him. Oh, wait, what about that video, Mo, from West Hollywood? Let me show you what these crackers in West Hollywood were doing. The one where they driving through the... So that was in West Hollywood. You know, that's the neighborhood.
So why they ain't gonna take that shit down to Florence and Normandy or go over to the Crenshaw? That's what I'm talking about. They need to, this just lets you know what type of balls yes the guy.
They weren't gonna play in South Central.
Why ain't they rolling up and doing shit like that in those areas? They always punch down. Always.
And it's a gay neighborhood, and it's mostly white and Hispanic. And then, like, they driving up on people as they crossing the street. Like, that's insane.
I just don't get it. Like, if your nuts real heavy, if your nuts hang low and they drag off to the floor,
Right.
if your nuts hang low, why you don't roll up in the motherfucking bitch?
Mm-hmm.
Why you don't roll up in the spaces where you really want to roll up in?
Right.
Because the fags ain't doing nothing but sucking dick. We ain't even recreating the other motherfucker. It's the straights that's recreating new black people. Why you ain't rolling in the motherfucking goddamn in the neighborhoods and pull up on the motherfucking on the niggas?
What did you say the gays are
The
doing?
gays are sucking dicks and catching cum in the mouth. Ain't no recreation with that. You just spit that on the ground.
Recreation or procreation?
Both. Why y'all don't run over your ass over there? Pull your ass down there to the motherfucking place where they procreate more goddamn blacks and niggas and stuff. Niggers.
Right.
Niggers.
Right.
Shit, according to y'all, the punk gonna be dead in 6 more years, bitch. You done already stopped the power medication. You done already cut the medication off for the power.
Now, that was another thing that I was really concerned
The
about.
power. I'm done.
When he was trying to put that freeze on federal funds, because that was one of the things that I neglected to say earlier. That a lot of people who, and it's not just HIV drugs, but in the case of HIV drugs, a lot of those drugs are free to people or they're subsidized. And a lot of people would not have been able to get that shit. So what, you trying to kill those people so they can't even get access to the medication? Like, that's crazy.
Well, we'll say that video because we need to do an update in 3 months.
Oh, and you know, the other thing that I had a note down here because I wanted to remember to say this. This dumb motherfucker has tried to put a freeze on World Health Organization. It's called WHO. World Health Organization works side by side with the CDC. And a part of what they do, they provide international aid. So remember the other day when I said the decisions and choices that he's making here in this country are not just going to be to the detriment of American people, but it can also affect other people in race relations and international relations and things like that. But yeah, it's still over there. But WHO, which is World Health Organization, part of what they do is they monitor and investigate and try to stop outbreaks, bird flu, monkeypox, shit like that. So remember when we talked before about how, yeah, there we go. Somebody said it in the comments. So remember when we were talking before about how he removed that policy that President Obama had in place, where like if a pandemic happens, there's like protocol and funding in the event a pandemic happens. Well, here he is doing this dumb shit again, and so we could literally be walking around trying to get. He been pulled out of who? World Health Organization, where they monitor shit like this, and so, but they also. But they also supply condoms to Gaza. And I know there are people who may not give a fuck about that, but they provide condoms to Gaza. And there's an organization called, not an organization, but there's it's called PEPFAR. Let me see. I think I screenshot it. Yeah, we do. We do. So. They didn't say where it is. Maybe I ain't in no comments. But PEPFAR is the President's Emergency Plan for AIDS Relief. It's a flagship initiative of global HIV response since its establishment 20 years ago. So this motherfucker then came in and overturned this shit too, right? The current funding pause for PEPFAR will have a direct impact on millions of lives that depend on the predictable supply of safe and effective antiretroviral treatment. PEPFAR works in over 50 countries around the world, and over the past 20 years, the funding from this organization has saved more than 26 million lives, and it supports people living with HIV globally, including over 500,000 children under 15 years old, right? But here's the other thing. We get notifications and warnings and alerts and things like that when the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, and the CDC, the Centers for Disease Control, they get alerts. So like if there's a recall on drugs or things like that, this motherfucker done canceled the alerts.
Well, because he handled the way he handled COVID. The way the millions of people died during the COVID pandemic.
He has stopped the alerts. And then he's trying to nominate, they're trying to confirm this dumbass RFK Kennedy to become the health secretary. And when I say them white people, they were grilling his ass. They were grilling him. Because he said that pesticides, you know, the shit they spray on plants and shit, pesticides make children transgender. I got the audio if y'all want to hear it.
I'd like
to. Okay. Let me see. I don't really know if we pulled it up, but I can just play the audio.
What make a nigga stupid?
Right. He said a bunch of dumb shit. Let me get to it. Hold on.
Yeah, he probably will get confirmed.
Yeah.
Like the Secretary of Defense got confirmed. Mm-hmm. And they was tearing the Secretary of Defense to pieces. Mm-hmm. Mr. Hicktow, that little lady was grilling him so hard. She was, and I was like, there's no possible way that they let it through. This again, but J.D. Vance was the determining party. His one vote
pushed it over. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, here it is. Listen to this. And I'm not going to play all of it, but I just want you to get the gist of it.
Did you say that COVID-19 was a genetically engineered bioweapon that targets black? Did you say that COVID-19 Aussie Jews and Chinese people?
I didn't say it was deliberately targeted. I just quoted an NIH-funded and NIH published study.
Did you say that it targets black and white people but spared Ashkenazi Jews?
I quoted a study, Your Honor. I quoted an NIH study that showed
I'll take that as yes. I have to move on. Did you say that Lyme disease is highly likely a materially engineered bioweapon? I've made sure I put in the highly likely. Did you say Lyme disease is a highly likely militarily engineered bioweapon?
I probably did say that.
Did you say that?
That's what the
Okay,
developer of
I
Lyme
want all of our colleagues to hear it, Mr. Kennedy. I want them to hear it. You said yes. Did you say that exposure to pesticides causes children to become transgender?
No, I never said that.
Okay, I have the record that I'll give to the chairman, and he can make his judgment about what you said. Did you write in your book, and it's undeniable that African AIDS is an entirely different disease from Western AIDS? Yes or no, Mr. Kennedy?
I'm not sure if I made that.
Okay, I'll give it to the chairman, Mr. Kennedy. And then my final question: did you say on a podcast, and I quote, "I wouldn't leave abortion to the states. My belief is we should leave it to the woman. We shouldn't have the government involved, even if it's full term." Did you say that, Mr. Kennedy?
Senator, I believe that every abortion is a tragedy.
Did you say it, Mr. Kennedy? This matters. It doesn't matter what you come here and say that isn't true, that's not reflective of what you really believe, that you haven't said over decade after decade after decade, because unlike other jobs we're confirming around this place, this is a job where it is life and death for the kids that I used to work for in the Denver public schools and for families all over this country that are suffering from living in the richest country in the world that can't deliver basic health care and basic mental health care to them. It's too important for the games that you're playing, Mr. Kennedy. And I hope my colleagues will say to the president, I have no influence over him. I hope my colleagues will say to the president, out of 330 million Americans, we can do better than this.
Damn, tore him up. But see, this is why I'm so passionate about this too, and why I was so passionate before the election, because it's not just about who's the president, it's also about his judgment and the choices that he's making for who he's putting in his cabinet. Like, he's literally putting people in place who have no experience in politics at all. Can we find that clip of the Hex tape? Hex tape was the goddess of witchcraft. God forgot it. And I don't even want to, let's not even talk about it, the trembling in his voice. Higgs, I wanted, because they tore him up. That motherfucker. Wait, is that in here? I think that's in here. They tore his ass up too. Yeah. Okay, hold on.
And they received an email that said, from the administration, if you tender your resignation by next Friday, we will guarantee you payment through the end of September, whether or not you show up for work. So tender your resignation, and then, boy, it's just going to be a gravy train. You're just going to get paid for 7 months without working. The president has no authority to make that offer. There's no budget line item to pay people who are not showing up for work. This is a guy who made this promise to contractors again and again and again when he was a private business guy. Oh, come work for me on my casino. Come work for me in a hotel. We're going to do a handshake. We're going to do a contract. The contractor does the work and then finds out they get stiffed. So my message to federal employees who receive this is, yeah, the president has tried to terrorize you for about a week and then gives you a little sweetheart offer. If you resign in the next week, we're just going to pay you for doing nothing for the next 7 months. Don't be fooled. He's tricked hundreds of people with that offer. If you accept that offer and resign, he'll stiff you just like he stiffed the contractors. He doesn't have any authority to do this. Do not be fooled by this guy. You were here before he was here, and you'll be here after he was here. Show up for work. Be diligent, serve Americans every day, make their life better, answer their phone call, give them an answer, track down their constituent call. Don't be fooled by a fake offer that because he's terrorized you in the last week, it would be easy to just resign now and get a check for 7 months, because I can tell you that promise is worth nothing.
Now, do you see he trying to swindle these federal workers out of their jobs? Because I was listening to Joyanne Reed yesterday, and I have a clip. You found it?
Yeah. So I found it. But you want to discuss that first?
Yeah, let me see.
Any organization of which
and then come back to this.
Come back to this.
Okay.
So he's trying to get federal workers to take this buyout, right? And I was looking at Joyanne Reed. She did a post yesterday where she was talking about federal employees, because I think it was Lyndon B. Johnson who signed it into law that the government and government positions, they could not discriminate against black people. And because of that, a lot of black people came up, and the middle class started to expand, right? Because a lot of people, black postal workers, government workers, period. And then also Joyanne Reed was talking about how government contracts, like if you're a construction worker and you get a government contract to do the parking lots for prisons or whatever, right? Government contracts are a way for people to really make a lot of money as well and to really pull themselves out of poverty. They're trying to get rid of a lot of black people and minorities out of federal positions. Because in that way, they can create policy, nobody's really paying attention, et cetera, et cetera. So go ahead, what was that one that you wanted to show? That video?
Oh, then it's right here.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, so you got started from the beginning.
Okay.
Been involved in international. You led an audit of any organization, yes or no? I don't want a long answer, yes or no, but you led an audit of the organization of which you were in charge.
Senator, in both of the organizations I ran and the workforce, and we were always completely fiscally responsible.
Yes or no, to lead an audit?
And the way
yes or no, did you lead an audit? Yes or no?
Completely.
You led an audit of any organization, yes or no? I don't want a long answer, yes or no, but you led an audit of any organization of which you were in charge.
Senator, in both of the organizations I ran, we were always completely fiscally responsible.
Yes or no, did you lead an audit?
And the way
yes or no, did you lead an audit? Yes or no?
Completely.
You can't answer this question. Yes or no, did you lead an audit? Do you not know this answer?
Senator,
yes or
part
no?
of my leadership
yes
of these
or no?
organizations
yes
has
or
been
no,
misrepresented.
I will take that as a no. What were the findings? So there were no findings because you've never led an audit. What guidance did you give the auditors? None, because you've never led an audit. Nobody expects you to be an accountant, Mr. Lexat. What we expect is for you to understand the complexity of this Pentagon budget process that is absolutely necessary to outfit our warfighters. Look, the Secretary of Defense is required to make quick decisions every single day that with high-level information that's being provided for them. A Secretary of Defense has to have breadth and depth of knowledge. Right now, I am concerned that you have neither. Mr. Hexter, what is the highest level of international negotiations that you have engaged in, that you have led in? Because the Secretary of Defense does lead international security negotiations. There are three main ones that the Secretary of Defense leads and signs. Can you name at least one of them?
Could you repeat the question, Senator?
Sure. What is the highest level of international security agreement that you have led? And can you name some that the Secretary of Defense would lead? There are three main ones.
I have not been involved in international security arrangements because I have not been in government other than serving the military. So my job has been
to know. Name one of three main ones. That the Secretary of Defense
arrangements, and NATO might be one of the ones that you're referring to.
The forces agreement would be one of them.
Status of forces agreement. I've been a part of about status of forces agreement.
You don't remember to mention it? You're not qualified, Mr. Hexter.
You're not qualified.
You're not qualified. You talk about repairing our defense industrial complex. You're not qualified to that. You could do acquisition and cross-servicing agreements. It's expensive. Security agreements. You can't even mention that. You've done none of those. You talked about the Indo-Pacific a little bit, and I'm glad that you mentioned it. Can you name the importance of at least one of the nations in the ASEAN, and what type of agreement we have with at least one of those nations? But how many nations are in ASEAN, by the way?
You don't know.
I couldn't tell you the exact amount of nations in that, but I know we have allies in South Korea, in Japan, and in AUKUS with Australia, trying to work on submarines with them.
Mr. Hexter, none of those countries are in ASEAN. None of those three countries that you mentioned are in ASEAN. I suggest you do a little homework before you prepare for these types of negotiations. Listen, Mr. Hexel, this is. We ask our troops to go into harm's way all the time. We ask them to go into harm's way. And this behind me is a copy of the Soldier's Creed, a copy that usually hangs over my desk here in the Senate. And you should be familiar with it. It's the same copy that hung over my desk at Walter Reed every single day that I woke up and fought my way back because I wanted to go back and serve next to my buddies who saved my life. This same copy, these words are repeated over and over and over again. And let me read out two things to you, two sentences. I will always place the mission first. Trained and proficient at my warrior task, Mr. Hexet, our troops follow these words every single day. And they man up and they pack their rucksacks and they go to war. And they deserve a leader who can lead them, not a leader who wants to lower the standards for himself or raising the standards for other people. And by the way, our troops already meet the standards. We ask troops to man that ship, fight that fire, fly that helicopter until their very last breath. And they do that every single day. They cannot be led by someone who's not competent to do the job. How can we ask these warriors to train and perform the absolute highest standard when you are asking us to lower the standards to make you the Secretary of Defense simply because you are buddies with our president-elect? And by the way, he has filed for bankruptcy 6 times. I'm not quite sure he's the kind of CEO you want to refer to as a successful businessman.
CEO you want to refer to.
You can't seem to grasp that there is no U.S. military as we know it without the incredible women that we serve. Women who earned their place in their units. You have not earned your place as Secretary of Defense. You say you care about keeping our armed forces strong and that you like that our armed forces are meritocracy. Then let's not lower the standards for you. You, sir, are a no-go at this station.
When I say she fried and fricasseed his ass, fried and fricasseed.
Craig, when I take that Asian woman, peel his cap back.
And the fact that she is Asian and a woman, I know that cracker resented that.
Bitch, when I say she peeled his motherfucking cap back,
I know them crackers went to make sure that bitch was naturalized because they would have shipped her ass up out of here too. Trust, believe, and know it.
but he got confirmed anyway. He is our Secretary of Defense.
That's what I'm saying.
They stated he has no experience. He is our Secretary of Defense.
It's crazy. It is crazy. And they were the ones, white men, were so quick to talk about didn't earn it for DEI. No, bitch, none of you did. None of you
motherfucking niggas up there.
None of you.
They could have gave me a position up there.
Where would you go work?
At the top.
What's your role?
At the motherfucking top.
What job you want over there?
Being the secretary of it all.
Okay.
The secretary of it all, bitch.
It's crazy.
Fucked up.
It is crazy. The fact that they ran this whole campaign talking about black and brown and women who were not able or capable or qualified for positions. And yet he's stacking his entire cabinet with people who are unqualified. Unqualified. People who have never worked.
And I come and somebody named Bob Felicia said, I'm lying on all my job applications.
And do.
I think what needs to be removed from applications is race.
The felony shit.
Criminal.
Yes.
Gender.
Bitch.
Take it all off.
Speaking of criminal, bitch, I was telling Madison on the phone yesterday that this cracker, your president, is sending repeat offenders, bitch, to El Salvador. So if your baby daddy is a repeat offender, bitch, they may deport him to El Salvador, whether he speaks Spanish or not, bitch. You're just going to send people out of the country because they're repeat offenders. Let me tell you how I spent my morning today. I've been reading up on some of this stuff, not a whole bunch, but just some of it. And two of the industries that they're saying are going to, somebody said he's trying to deport Palestinian protesters too.
Wait, wasn't he for Palestine?
Child.
Didn't he say that he was going to stop the war?
He said something about blowing it up or something.
My thing was, didn't he say when he got in, he was going to stop the war? He said that. Didn't he say he was going to stop the war?
I wasn't paying attention to half the shit he was saying. Like, Hunter. Yeah, Camilla, we talked about that earlier in the show, that it cost like $852,000 for these deportations of like 80 people at a time because the cost of the planes and et cetera. But today I was, because two of the industries that they're saying are going to skyrocket are the prison systems, because you have these companies that build prisons and shit, and AI. And so I started buying stock today.
Oh, send it over to me.
Okay. I bought some stock this morning from an AI company in Taiwan, bitch.
Because I feel in my spirit you're going to be living in Bali. The next 65 days.
Right.
We're going to be doing a live effect talk from
Correct.
Live from Bali.
Right. Bitch, we're at my house. These are live from Bali. Where's the... So I bought some stock for a AI company, and I was looking for prison companies that build and construct prisons, and so I Googled and looked all that shit up. But I had already bought stock from two of those. I did that shit a while ago. But I was like, so this is the kind of stuff that we need to start thinking about too, people. I don't give a damn if you got $25. Get you a little bit of stock here and there, because as them crackers make their money, you make you some money too. And if you ain't got extra money for shit like that, this is why you need to sign up and pay for your say, so you have a little extra money to do little shit like that. Like, because as they make their money, make your money. Because that's one of the stocks that I had, that bottom one right there. Kayla Paisley.
Yeah, they said, no, it's not good to buy, Craig.
Why? That's one of the companies I had already had.
They said, please not divide her.
Child. That's one of the ones that I already had. I had bought that a while ago. But my thing is, they may end up merging. You know what I'm saying? Or getting bought out. But like, these are the kind of things that we got to start thinking about. Some of them are really expensive per share. They could be $600-700 a share. But that doesn't mean... What STD comment?
When I said I wouldn't let them give it to give it.
I guess that's what he's talking about.
When I said I wouldn't let them give me.
I wouldn't even let...
When I said I don't have nothing to give you, I wouldn't even let them give me this. But I didn't.
Right. Yeah, no, I didn't buy that one today. I had already had that one. So I know you guys are saying that it's dropping and da-da-da-da. But that's the thing with stock. They go up and down. So,
Kim, are you okay? Kim? Are you okay? What happened here?
I don't know.
Kim, are you okay, baby?
He wants to turn Gaza into a vacation property.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Cam, are you okay?
Whacking the HUD. Let me look them up.
Sometimes I don't understand.
Right.
Because I don't. If that's what it takes for you not to like us, what about the other thing that we said? What did we say? We don't just be sitting around thinking about the things. We just be talking. We don't be meaning no harm. Did you get you some stock? Did you get you some stock in Vive or Gilead? I'm getting me some stock in Gilead and Vive. Oh.
Cute. I'm looking up that stock. Hold on.
I don't know. I pay for your say it's not a scam.
Pay for your stay is not a scam. Somebody said that?
Yeah, somebody was in the comments saying pay for your stay is a scam. It's not a scam.
It is not a scam. There are people in here who have made money. If you've made money from pay for your stay, drop a 1 down in the comments.
Yes, because Mo definitely made it.
And I definitely made some.
I should have got on it.
Right.
But Mo definitely cleaned up, paid for your stay. This is why we had got thrown off from the Maddie in the morning, because Mo was out in the street working.
Okay.
Mo was doing the thing. So Mo, I mean, that definitely wasn't a scam. Mo had tapped me on my shoulder, like, girl, you know, the time is coming.
Right. Okay.
He almost told me to step aside.
Right. Okay. So if you want to join Pay for Your Stay, you can sign up. It's scrolling at the bottom. That's your promo code. I had mentioned Darius Cook.
Yeah.
I mentioned him earlier because, remember, we kind of touched on it the other day, and then somebody commented on my YouTube channel and said, do you owe Darius Cooks an apology? And so I replied and said, no, do you?
Craig, that's a lot to read. Can you take that down more and let Craig read it? Because that's too small.
Oh, I can see it.
I can't.
So I said, let me see, I have it in here. I said, no, do you? But my question to you is, what did he say that's relevant to what's going on with Target and her products? Nothing. He criticized her product placement in the stores and the percentage he believes she's getting off those sales. So again, what does that criticism have to do with Target rolling back its DEI initiatives? Because that affects all businesses owned by marginalized people, not just Tabitha. My point then and now is that it's always a nigga who has nothing trying to tell someone who does what and how they should run their business. What he suggested costs millions, because Darius Cook was basically saying she needed to have her own warehouse, she needed to do this, that costs millions of dollars. It requires investors to set up operations to package and fulfill orders. So again, it's like he was criticizing her for something completely separate. That had nothing to do. So no, I did not owe him an apology. What was that?
Trump directing the opening of Guantanamo Bay detention center.
To hold migrants. Yeah.
Migrants mean the people that are here legally. Is Melania gonna be down there?
Girl. And you know, JD Vance, his wife's parents are, she's first generation, but her parents, I don't know where her parents are. I don't know if they're here or where they are.
Are y'all filing your income tax this year, or y'all holding out for a year? Because, you know, a business can hold their income tax for up to, 5 years? 3 to 5 years, a business.
Is it 5? It might be somewhere.
3 to 5 years. So are y'all filing y'all income tax this year? I don't know if I want to pay in. Because my gender marker done changed.
So what you're saying is that Madison doesn't have to pay taxes? Or are you saying Timothy doesn't have to?
No, because they're not the same people.
Correct. So who's going to pay the taxes?
Well, they're looking for a man to pay the tax.
So that's what I'm saying.
But I'm a woman.
So what's important
I'm a woman.
What's important to know is who's on them tax documents.
The woman's on the tax.
Well, then I guess you might have to pay your tax.
But the business is on the taxes.
Oh.
Because Madison makes $11,000 flat.
I don't know what Craig
Every time the year comes around, Madison makes $11,000 flat.
Go, Craig, about to go get them food.
I gotta pee.
Oh, do you?
Yes, girl. It's that Bailey's running through me. It's that Bailey's. Yeah, Bailey's.
St. Louis, are y'all ready for the fags to come out?
Right.
I don't even know if I make 11,000. Yeah, I think I probably make about 8,500. Divide that by 12. Girl, I'm below the poverty level. I am below the poverty level, so I may need to go ahead and get me some food stamps. Yeah, what prison comment? Somebody said we got to talk about the prison comment. What prison comment? About Guantanamo Bay? Somebody said, so is Timothy or Madison going to pee? Both. She said both. Okay, so 8,500 divided by 12, that's $708. That's $708 a month. Is that right? Yeah, that is about right.
That's about right.
Yeah, that's it.
That's about right, Craig.
That's it.
That's about right.
Oh, and let me tell you what I did yesterday. I went and got. Well, I didn't do it. I didn't go in person. I bought a Costco membership.
Yeah,
I did because I ordered some stuff through Instacart, and when you get to the checkout, it says, "Do you want to sign up for your card?" I mean, your card. So I got a Costco card. But here's the thing: I stocked up on paper towels, toilet paper, toothpaste, dish detergent, laundry detergent. Because, bitch, this white nigga and these tariffs and shit, and the way these eggs are $20, bitch, I bought trash bags for inside the house, for outside the house. I bought like shit like that. Because maybe trash bags might be $50 soon. Toilet paper might be $75. The rate this nigga moving. Yeah, you can borrow my Costco card. I sure did. Listen, I need a link card and I need some wick.
Hello.
I got milk. I got milk. I got milk in these titties.
I hit you right in your neck, bro.
But no,
I told you I don't swallow.
I thought you were talking about cum. I'm talking about milk.
Well, they're both the same.
Oh my God.
You never milked a man?
No.
Oh.
You mean, what does that mean?
You've never milked a man?
What do you mean, let him come in your mouth?
Girl,
is that what you're talking about?
Just milk the man.
What does that mean?
Well, have you ever been milked?
What does milk mean?
Have you ever been milked? Is it homogenized? Yeah. So you've never been milked? So what is have you ever been milked? No cream? Cream. Milk? Shit, as a man, you've never been milked. Ladies, have you ever milked a man? Like, you've never been milked?
I don't know what it is. What does that mean?
Like, as much as you speak about being sexually,
well, I don't get into the jargon. I get into the action.
A sexual professional.
Paid for your say code is scrolling at the bottom. Somebody just asked about it.
A sexual professional, and you don't know about being milked?
I don't know the jargon.
Again, Mo, have you been milked?
I get into the action. What is milk?
You said you don't. Not that you know if you don't know you've been milked. So you mean to tell me I'm the only sexual experience?
Well, girl, you're the only prostitute here.
Wait a minute.
You're the only retired too.
Wait a minute.
You're the only retired too. That's the kind of thing that goes on the streets.
That's not true.
you learn that in your training. Not training. You learn that in this on the job training. You learn that in your training.
To milk and be milked.
So what does that mean? A prostate massage? Is that what it is?
Oh,
What is to be milked?
You see the people are in there. They're sitting in there. So, Mo, you've never been milked?
if that's what that means, no.
What is it?
So your prostate has never been relieved?
Oh, what you mean when somebody?
So you still a virgin?
That's what you want to call it?
You mean when you're about to come and somebody playing with your ass or something? What the fuck is it?
Yeah.
That's what it is? When somebody stimulates your prostate and you about to nut, you about to come? So you have been milked? I'm trying to think.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I've been milked.
Yeah. Would you like to be milked?
You mean prayer?
I didn't see you. There are women in here that say they've milked men.
They say that's the best nut.
I don't know.
You're depriving yourself from the ways of life with your heterosexual thought process. But we want you to live outside of the box.
But you know, a lot of men won't, straight men, I should say, won't
We want you to live
experience certain
outside of the
things.
box.
I want something to step up.
It's not stuck up in it.
Ruby, it can look like anything you want it to look like, baby, but I'm going to tell you something.
Did y'all just
It ain't.
It's not stuck up in it. It's just held.
What do you can't hold?
Impressed.
Can't hold nobody's.
You
anus.
can't. You don't. No.
Can't hold anybody.
No, your anus will be. No. You can't. Well, there's some people out there you can hold their anus because I've seen it on X. And speaking of holding anuses and stuff on X, aren't they going to make porn illegal? That was a part of the project 2025 that they were going to make the porn illegal.
Well, if they are, I don't know what the OnlyFans girls are going to do.
Now, they do know that the people they're the biggest consumers of it.
Who? The Republican?
Somebody said, how can I milk the writer?
Who said that?
Who said that? The same type of shit. I'm looking at who said that? They said it's like a girl licking your gooch,
The Perennium?
and you don't know. Hold on. Oh, so who slid in your DM? Oh, somebody said that they slid in yours.
When?
Oh, who said that?
Let me go over to my DMs. Somebody said, can we go back to the prison investments for a moment?
We will. We're talking about milk. They say, whose milk is spoiled? Ooh, they said in Florida. Hold on, in Florida.
Oh, tell Craig I want to milk him. Let me see what he look like. We want to milk him.
Oh, you come most when the prostate is stimulated.
Well, that's what I was saying. And then a lot of straight men.
So that's why when I'm in the position, okay, and like it's being pressed down on like this,
pressed down and shaken together.
and it's been
Run it over.
and that's what.
What happened?
Wait,
What happens? But I think that's also why a lot of straight men don't like their ass to be touched, because they know they're going to enjoy it. They're scared to enjoy it.
so I met a man,
Oh, you're going to share that here?
just a little bit, not how.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. I'm listening.
I met a man.
You drive the bus. I'm just listening. I'm just riding.
I met a man
Mm-hmm. When?
3 days ago. I met a man. And so the man and I were having a conversation.
How old is he?
33. A young man.
So you're a cougar trainee?
More trainee than cougar. He's a foreign man.
Where is he from? I know, but just go ahead and say it.
He's not Nigerian.
He's Liberian.
Somewhere in that area.
Okay. I'm going to Africa. I got to take about that. I bought my flight the other day.
You did?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Somewhere in that area.
Uh-huh.
What's wrong? I hear you. Thank you. Somewhere.
Okay, he's from Liberia.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. He's 33.
Yeah. So I took a moment to explain to him
So for him what?
that I was famous.
I thought you were about to take another turn.
I was famous. I told him I was famous.
Uh-huh.
You know, he says he doesn't watch TV and things like that. I was like, great.
Oh, okay. Well, I wonder if he spent any time on the internet.
I don't know. But anyway, so in the midst of our conversation, no, there's no need to look up because you're going to look back.
Okay.
So in the midst,
Go ahead.
so in the midst of our conversation,
Did he have an accent?
yes,
Okay.
it was a black scent at first. It was black, and then I was like,
Yeah.
"Where are you from?"
Mm-hmm.
And he says, "Do you have a boyfriend?" I said, "I'm engaged." I'm engaged.
Give me a moment. Hold on. Slow down, NDRE. You're taking me way too fast.
Sweet 16.
Sweet 16. Okay.
So after I explained to him, I told him that, I want all my niggas to have women.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I'm like, I'm a woman that don't keep clutter.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes men get very it's much clutter. I don't keep clutter.
Mm-hmm.
I just gather the things and I just, it's
Right.
just a revolving door for me.
So now,
I just like the good times. Hold on, let me finish.
Well, I want a description. Is he tall? Is he short? Is he dark? Is he light?
Definitely dark. I like dark men.
Dark as in most complexion, G's complexion, dark.
O and G the same complexion.
G's slightly lighter, slightly.
Can you turn around and see it? I need to see it.
You don't know what I look like?
No, I'm looking. Okay.
Slightly.
Just a
G
little.
is slightly lighter.
Yeah. Okay, got it.
So he's about G, somewhere between their complexion.
Yeah.
Okay. Is he tall?
Taller than me.
Okay, that's not hard to do. Is he G's complexion? I mean, height?
In that area.
Okay. What's his build? Is he slim?
No.
He fat?
No.
Oh, he's built.
Yes.
Okay.
Damn.
Built men like fat girls. Don't you ever get it twisted. I know y'all gays say no fats, no feel. But disgrace. Like that brick oven piece of pussy. So anyway, I just was very much so. It's like, do you have a boyfriend? I was like, I'm engaged. He's like, oh, okay. Because, when men tell me they're married or they're engaged, I'm like, what does that have to do with me? Well, you have to take it up with your wife or your girlfriend. That don't got nothing to do with me. And so he was like, we talked and,
So wait, hold on.
So I saw the
So you may have a book one day to talk about your man with his wife.
Actually, I'm going to have a television show wrapped around that.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
And so he said, what about Jay? What about? Everybody has to go home. What? Well, stop laughing at me, God damn it. Every man has to go. Every man that I know has to go home. I ain't got time for that. I told him, y'all the women's problem. I'm okay. Anyway, ready?
Mm-hmm.
So I gave. So we were texting back and forth, and then we were like, we're setting up the date that we were going to go. And I was like, listen, before we go into the situation about going on dates, I don't really have time for that.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I need you to know which star you're talking to. So I sent him over Google. He said, no, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I want you to talk to her. I was like, honey, listen, because this is giving me, who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Because I said, this is giving me, who the doll is. And so I was like, girl, I ain't got time for this, whatever.
So you said to him, I'm famous.
I did.
That's how you said it?
Yes. He already knew I was rich. Sure. He already knew that. So it's like, how do you get your money?
Okay.
So, here's where I told him this stuff earlier. This is gonna get real vicious spam. So I sent him over. And then he read. I said, "Well, did you read?" I said, "You read too fast. You read these things about."
So you exchanged phone numbers because you kind of hopped over that.
Well, he was here.
But you sent him over the article or the whatever, the Google. So you had his phone number?
He came here to do.
I know what he came here to do.
Oh.
So you exchanged phone numbers is what I'm saying.
Of course.
Okay, so let's get the facts. So you told him that you're engaged. And then you said
you went too far back.
I know. I'm just recapping.
What I said was,
You told him you were engaged, and then you sent him your number because you needed him to know that you're famous as a precursor to going on the date.
yeah, because we were talking about, like, you know, he wanted to take me out on a date and all this stuff.
And he said that after you told him you were engaged.
Of course.
Okay, go ahead. I just want to make sure.
You have to let the men know that, you know, nigga may roll up on you. Anyway.
So you sent him the stuff.
Yeah. So after that, you know,
he was still here when you sent it to him, or he had left?
No, he had left.
Okay.
And so we're still talking, and da-da-da-da-da-da. And after we were talking and the things, whatever, I'm just like, bro, like, okay, you're not giving me the response that I need. So this is the response that you're giving me is making me feel like that you know that I'm the TS. So let me confirm that I know that you know that I'm the TS. So I sent a
what?
I sent a dirty something.
You sent him something from Big Dick Bitch?
No, I sent her something from TS. I don't, you know. And so it was very like it took a moment.
Hold on. You sent him one of your dirty videos? I mean, one of your nude pictures or videos or something? From your camera roll? You sent him something filthy from your camera roll?
Yes.
Was your face in there too?
Yes, you're doing good.
Maybe.
What's the shoulder?
Because it could have been. It could have been inconspicuous or discreet. It could have been.
Okay.
And so,
so I'm assuming he saw you from the front
and behind.
These guys.
Behind.
The same ideas we are.
What happened next?
There was silence.
How long? 5 minutes?
There was silence. So after the silence, there were dots and bubbles.
He's typing. He's typing.
Typing. He said, so.
Very well acquainted. Has a regular contract explosives across the city for their mining company. You.
Where is your pussy?
Take the charges from that shipment. Lastly, we're going to need
Oh God. And to that you replied, I don't have one. I said, I don't have fallopian tubes either. Did you watch the video?
very
He said, yes.
I cannot take it.
He said, yes. But where's your pussy? He didn't say vagina. He said, where's your pussy? I said,
in Sandy Shores and
I don't have one of those. But I have titties. No. You saw those two? Right. And then,
So this is a picture or a video?
this was, I needed you to see motion.
Okay.
Not a fact, Craig. You see it all.
Right, I'll see it. Let me see what you said. Him.
I cannot take it.
Oh, God. Somebody said they're streaming.
Hold on. Hold the line. Give me a second.
Oh, God.
Hold on.
That is too funny.
Okay. So, this is this one.
Oh, so you were clandestine at first.
Clandestine, yes. You know, the thing. Okay.
Oh, girl, you had her concealed at first.
No, there was no concealment.
Oh, now you can see her.
Yeah. And so then it was then it was this. Okay. But then I was like, let us be clear in our doing. Then the blessings begin to flow. And it is destitute. But then I put it back. You know.
Well, now, when did you do this video? Because this was not today.
No,
and that is not your house.
No, I was somewhere.
I see. So what did he say after that video?
He said,
That's what he said. Where's your pussy?
Where's your pussy?
And then then you said, I don't have one. And then what did he say?
I mean, and me looking at him, and he seems very sexy and fine, but I know he doesn't have a lot of dick. He's a girl. So, he better be careful. Because I said, I don't have a pussy to give you. Because I was about to say, it seems like you don't have a lot of dick to give me. I can only give you what God gave me. And you can give me what God gave you. You don't have a lot of dick here for us to be going through these scenarios, girl. All the dick that you're lacking, I have it. You don't need that.
I have enough for me and you.
Correct.
So what did he say?
That's not what you want.
Oh.
He likes the ass and the pussy. And I said, well, I can only give you one of those things.
This is not multiple choice.
I can only give you one. I know that you're befuddled right now, and you're bewildered.
Right.
And you're in this space of...
So is he coming back?
Of course. But I don't know if I'm going to,
I want to know what he said next.
That's not for them to know.
Oh.
We need 30 seconds on things.
Please.
Oh, I said, have you ever been in a situation like this? He said, no. And then I'll just leave it right there. It was very much so, very like, how? It becomes a question of how did the things happen?
Right.
Like, how?
Yeah.
Because, again, I don't care what people know out there in the streets.
Right.
Your first is not.
Yeah, first impression.
It's not a man.
Right.
Regardless of whatever these people out here care.
Well, like I said to you before, I think people who say that, like, man. Obviously, there's those people who say it because they're trying to take a jab. But I think that there are people who will say, oh, yeah, I know, or I knew, because you had already shared that with the world. You had already, if you had never done porn.
Miss Mary's out here falling out.
If you had never done porn and never talked about it on social media and all that other stuff, I don't believe people would know.
But he said, he just kept wanting to know, where is your pussy? I'm like, but you've seen all that I have. That's all. I can't give you anything else.
That's it, and that's all.
It. And it was like, how did this happen? How?
He was in total disbelief.
I was in the daytime with you.
Right.
So how? And we're in an age where everybody tells people that, I just know.
Yeah.
Oh, I can look at the shoulders.
Right.
Look at the back.
Right.
Look how long the torso is. Look at the neck. Look at the hands. Look at the feet. Look at the eyeballs. Look at the eyelids, the eyelashes. Look at the tongue. Look at the nose ring. Look at
tongue. I ain't never heard that.
The children just be saying all kind of shit, girl.
I ain't never heard the tongue.
Girl, I'm just being satirical.
Oh, okay.
Because it's just like, look, I just know, and I just see everything. Like, I just know. And so my thing is, but being not dismayed, I was very much so honest.
Yeah.
Because I don't got time.
Right.
But it just was a lot of questions of.
Yeah.
How did this happen?
Yeah.
How did you get here?
That is too funny. Why am I yawning so?
Is that coffee?
Is that what it is?
That coffee would take you down.
Mushroom coffee. I think we talked about it. Yeah, we did. We talked.
And so, which brings me back to this topic, not the topic, but just to all my Bigfoot girls, biological women, Bigfoot, tall, wide shoulders, big backs, long necks,
big feet,
big everything,
hairy chin,
PCOS.
What?
When it gets down to it, and we have to get down to the things, that stuff, you fall under the line of that gender shit too.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Just in case you didn't know, you fall in line with that gender shit too. I see a lot of big back girls celebrate it.
So what I think I hear you saying, you can correct me if I'm wrong. They were almost trans. They were almost trans their damn self.
You fall in that area with that gender shit too. So don't be too quick.
Girl, you were almost trans.
Don't be too quick to. Don't be too quick. Because I know you know.
Right. That you were almost trans.
I know you know that you're a woman. That you're a female. I know you know.
That being you were almost trans.
That you're a female. So you know that. But don't celebrate that motherfucking shit too quick.
A moment longer than that uterus, girl.
Don't celebrate that too quick.
Oh my
when they start running the girls up, you're like, I'm not a sir. I'm not a sir. He said, I'm just screaming with you. Wait up now.
Oh my God.
Because there's a lot of you women that are bigger than me, that are taller than me, backs are wider than mine, hands are bigger, feet are bigger. A lot of you girls are slightly clocky.
Hey, what?
You're slightly clocky.
So they thought Miss Leonard was rubbish.
That's how y'all thought Miss Leonard was rubbish. Because y'all know y'all big mama was very much so giving that.
Yes. Oh God.
No, I'm not 5'8".
Oh God.
No, you probably caught me in a pair of heels. I'm not 5'8".
That is too funny.
That's how y'all was over there so lost in the soul. Miss Down and Miss Down real fast. Y'all know y'all big mouths. Give it up. Y'all know that.
Oh
God. Y'all know that. That's how they was up in the condition.
Oh, I know.
They was like, wait a minute.
I know.
Because they know. We're slightly clocky. There ain't no slightly in it. You're clocky. You're clocky.
Sure.
Some of you have had 3 children and still clocky. Like, bro, wait. Please. Because me and Miss Mary have sat around. Because Miss Mary must be like, you got to see Miss Mary when she doing it.
When she sees somebody. What she say?
That's a real woman.
That's a real woman right there. I can hear Miss Mary saying that.
Great.
So she wants you to out the girl.
I'm like, I don't know. She's like,
girl, is she one of you? that's pretty much what she asked. Is she like you, boo?
Is y'all the same?
Is y'all the same? Oh God. What she do? Oh God. That is too funny.
So I just want a lot of y'all there that was jumping up and down on the Alba boat train and was saying, I could see it, like with to get rid of the transgender lunacy, if they came through and did a sweep. If they came through and did a sweep, a pickup, a paddy wagon pickup.
You better know it.
You could be outside with your children because I'm holding babies too. Yes, no, if they come out holding baby.
Right. Right.
My nephew like this. What do you mean?
Right.
What do you mean? This is my daughter. Yeah, that's just the boy. And that's his daughter. I have my nephews right up under my.
That's
what do you
right.
mean?
Yeah. Oh, God.
Look at this bear down there. Because she know it's
Balling out. That is too funny. Girl, wait a minute. So remember the story that we talked about the other day? With the young girl, I don't know how old she was, but the woman who was trying to get in the lift, and the driver wouldn't let her get in because he said she was too big, and his tires weren't going to be able to sustain her. Well, baby, she is suing.
So the woman that got denied a Lyft ride because she was too big is now suing Lyft. This is Lyft's comment on her post saying, "We're disheartened to look at this driver's unacceptable behavior. Please DM us at your earliest convenience for additional support. We like to address this as soon as possible." Honey, she wasted no time meeting up with lawyers to sue these people. She also met up with Fox 2 News Channel, and they said, plus-size Detroit rapper says Lyft driver refused to let her in his car. The driver apologized but said his tires essentially couldn't handle her weight and that she wouldn't fit inside. Her attorneys say weight is a protected characteristic against discrimination in Michigan, and they're filing a lawsuit against the company. Baby girl is coming for the coin. I want to know, do y'all think that she has a chance of winning this case? I think regardless of whether she wins or not, whether they settle in court, this is definitely going to change things when it comes to transportation, I believe, with Lyft, Uber. They're going to make it to where this doesn't happen again. Something is going to change after this. What do you guys think?
Me too. Girl. What? Listen. Don't you encourage me, Mo. Don't you encourage that. And don't you make this fag over here say that shit. Get me started. Okay, so my thing is this.
Great, what's the thing, girl, child? And be very light.
I am.
Be very light, Craig. Don't be too heavy on this.
What did you just say? What did you just say?
Be very light. Don't be too heavy on this topic, girl.
I think I'm going to take my 15-minute break.
Are we going to leave it alone, girl? Are we going to leave it alone?
I'm on my 15.
Okay, girl.
Girl, I still have 14 minutes. Why are you looking?
Okay, well, you do your thing. Oh, you been quiet this day. What do you think about it? Nothing? Okay.
Okay, now, first, for real, all jokes aside, what kind of car was that man in? I can't remember what kind of car it was, but it was a small car.
Did it give you Elantra?
It gave like Corolla or something. But not even just the size of the car. His it looked like his shocks weren't real. It looked like his car wasn't really in good condition, is what I'm saying.
Listen,
it was a Chevy Cruze, somebody said.
And here's the thing, and sis, I know you might watch the show, or I know some people may send you clips from the show. I know this may happen. As a prominent rapper,
she is.
You're from Detroit,
Detroit.
As a prominent, yes,
Detroit. And
yes,
the bags are coming.
Go ahead. Yeah, we just got to get the paperwork together.
Right, we get the paperwork together.
We done got y'all a spot.
We got y'all a spot.
Got to get the paperwork.
Correct. Go ahead.
As a prominent rapper, as a person of prominence and recognizability, I don't know if that's the word. You'll scrape me later. You'll scrape me later.
Yeah.
There's no reason why you shouldn't be in the Black Panther.
That's what I was. I feel like she should have gotten an X.
XL. There's no reason why
she should have gotten a what?
XL.
Not a Honda XL, but an extra large vehicle. Because communication is our partner.
Clarity
is our friend.
Because I want an XL.
Correct.
And I'm not that big. And I get XL because of all the luggage that we have to put in the bag. Correct. Now you see, every time we get to a sitting room, we have to load all that luggage in there.
Correct. And they be playing musical chairs with the luggage.
They be trying to get that luggage in there.
Now, here's the thing. Lyft immediately reached out. And they said that was unacceptable of the driver. Please reach out to us. Da-da-da-da-da. Now, I am quite litigious. I told y'all the other day, if Starbucks had played with me like they played with those two black men, I would have sued the shit out of Starbucks. That was a different situation. In this case, I don't know. Y'all may not agree with me. I don't really feel like this is a legitimate lawsuit against Lyft. Because they did reach out because they were trying to... Somebody said she is not very prominent. She's very local to her neighborhood.
Well, they know her enough to say on the news, a prominent rapper.
Well, they probably took the information that she gave them.
Well, and I've seen her videos of her sitting in that chair rapping. I've seen her sitting on the back of a car rapping.
So the common theme is she sits when she raps.
Yes. What's her name? Big.
Her name is not Big Frida.
No, I know it's not Big Frida. It's Big. What is it?
It's Big something, but it's not
Big Sexy. Big. What's the name? It's Big something. Big Tank. Big Dang.
Big Dang.
So it's Big Dang.
Well, I think she needed a big truck, and she needed a van or something. Like she needed, like she should. And here's the other thing: when you request a car, it shows what kind of car it is. She knew damn well she was too.
Yeah, so it was big something. And I've watched her on these things, and I've seen her rapping, and I've seen her sit down. I see her sit back and she rap.
Wait, how's she doing? How's she doing? Wait a minute.
And that bitch be rapping.
Is she good?
That bitch is good. That bitch.
Then she should have enough money to get a big.
So I'm saying it's an XL.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And maybe the driver. I will give you guys this. Maybe the driver was a little insensitive. Because if it was me, I would have just canceled the car and just kept going. I would have canceled the trip.
Probably, but again,
I would have been stopped.
But again, she's a prominent.
When I saw them knees,
Craig, see, I told you not to be.
Once I saw the knees,
Craig, I said be light on this.
I was just saying, once I saw the knees,
this is a heavy subject. Please be light on this.
I would have turned my broom stick around, girl. Go ahead,
but see her. See her?
Let me see.
Okay.
Girl, I'm telling you, I would have pulled my bitch. I'm telling you, I would have kept going. I would have drove right on off. But I think that, and I know that a company, in this case Lyft, I know that they're responsible for the actions of a driver. But in this instance, I just think that's kind of unfair if they get a lawsuit because of the driver's action. And again, I know that.
What is it? What's Big Dang?
Big Dang. I know that, the company is responsible and all that stuff. I get it. Good, there she goes sitting right there.
Yeah, she be. That going right there.
Well, turn it down. I want to see it. Oh, no, because she's standing up right there.
Oh, please find it. I done seen that girl sit down.
Somebody said this conversation is precious. Oh, I like what you did there. I like what you did there. Oh my God, here.
I told you.
Oh, she's sitting down right there.
Yeah.
Oh, but she got a stool.
I'm telling you, she's still. Bitch, she be rapping.
She got a music video, and there's a bunch of people in the video, and they're sitting in the car, and people standing up. She's sitting on a stool. She's sitting on a...
And she rapping. That bitch raps. Rap, bitch. You laughing about because you seen this girl. You see her rapping.
I mean, I still
You're
feel
shit rapping
and sitting down.
and it's that bitch raps. So my thing is, as a prominent person who gets almost 1 million views or 1 million views or whatever, and they say, you can't let the city see you riding a Toyota Corolla, bro. I'm sorry. You can when you come out to the show in Detroit, we're gonna give you 4 tickets to come out.
See, there you go.
What's not gonna happen is we getting tore up when we give her those tickets for not having the seat. So we're gonna give her.
Oh, so you said if she's coming?
Yeah, we're gonna invite her and give her 4 tickets.
We're giving them to her?
Yes, Fred.
Why is she getting free tickets?
Because I want her to come and rap.
If she can pay for one, we can give her the other 3.
No, we want to make sure she has a seat.
Well, that's coming out of your side part of the chat.
Yeah. Yes, we can just give her a section. Bitch. That bitch raps.
But I do think that that's unfair to Lyft. Again, I know that an employee represents a company, and if they did something, you get to sue the company. But I don't know. I think it was his own. And again, he may have been insensitive when he said it and how he said it. But I just think it still is his car. You may work for Lyft, but bitch, it's my car.
So who's at fault here? Is it Lyft?
She is for not requesting the right vehicle, the right size vehicle. He works for Lyft, but it's his car. So and if his shots got fucked up or his tires,
who owes the money? Is it going to be Lyft? Do you think he should be terminated?
No, and I don't think an attorney should have taken that case. An attorney should have said, "Ma'am, listen. They have several vehicle types that you could have requested.
7 vehicle tiers.
Correct. And you know damn well you ain't have no business.
And they should bring that man's car in for the evidence.
Because if she fucked up his car somehow, that man couldn't send the bill to Lyft to have it repaired. The only time they repair or cover something is if somebody vomits in the car, or you know what I mean. Some sort of a cleanup needs to happen, and they'll bill the person's car.
Yes, because you know that happened.
You vomited in the car?
No, that happened with one of our guests, Mama D.
Oh God.
Can we have 30 seconds? I need 30 seconds, so please. You have to have critical thinking skills to know if you order a Toyota Corolla 93. A 93 Toyota Corolla XC8 equipped.
But she knew when that man pulled up in that car that them shots weren't really stable.
We don't know what's going on in that man's shot.
I saw the video. Let me go look at the original video. I sent it in the Instagram, didn't I? Okay, let me go look at. Let me look at the original video. Yeah. Hold on, let me see. Let me find this video. Wait, that's the follow-up. Let me see. Where's the original one? Oh, here it is. Now, what kind of car is that?
Great job. Nice. We're still in business. Very well done. All of you. Very, very
His car sits pretty low to the ground.
Yes, like that looks like a Lexus.
That's what I thought it was. I was trying to see this hubcap.
Let me see I can look at I've been in many car spreads.
Mm-hmm.
Wrong with me, you know? I'm usually such a
You get to see the hubcap when
this looks like either
when it first starts.
This is like this is not a Mazda. This is one of those. What is this? Is this some? This
Look at that. What is that? What wheel is that? What kind
Take
of?
a screenshot and then I'll be able to zoom in.
Really, it's all the same. I mean, I always say, if you can't kill a couple lawyers to bend the law,
What is that?
then who can you kill? I
I thought them tires bald headed.
The tires are bald, and look at how.
It's a bin?
No, this ain't a bin.
Documents they're carrying. The business partner is Dima Popov.
It's a C-class bin? Oh.
Extremely paranoid and extremely
No, you didn't.
horrible. Don't
Let's
try
see
to
it
this
real
guy.
quick.
No one else will. He's
Hey,
renting a
listen
place
to the
up
car.
in Richmond Glen.
Because it looked like
Just
it was
him.
on its last
And
leg.
a
It
huge
sounded
security
like
team.
it was on its
Get
last
close
leg.
to him.
It gave
down, and
Lexus.
after that,
Are
we
you
should be
sure?
ready to go.
Look at the hubcap too. Look at this dude. Oh, it's still okay. We're uploading it, but it Okay, here we go.
Swift driver denied me service. BC of my size.
What's your thing?
Yeah, I got no space in my car is full.
I can fit in your car.
No, believe me, it's
Yes, I can.
not.
What are we doing on the money?
I'm going to cancel you. You're not going to be fine.
So are you telling me I can't get in the lift because I can't fit in your car? What makes you think I can't fit in the car? What makes you think I can't fit in this car? No, it's right over there. That's not an inside thing. That's the same problem. Are you really telling me I'm so busy in your car? I'm not going to order a lift.
And to be more specific with you, I got very tired.
What?
Yeah, y'all right.
God,
She
the
said
next
it's a
thing.
bin. And it's a C class, so it must be a C class.
Oh, yeah, I don't know that.
That's the small one.
Right.
You're a mess.
Right.
But I'm a elitist.
Oh,
And she said, I can fit it in. He said, no, my tires. He said, He said, I don't think so. I mean, it's his car. So, I mean, that's the end of that. Somebody said it's the same size as a Civic.
honey. A Civic.
The interior of those cars are small.
If you're going to get anything, you better get an Accord.
Okay.
A Civic? A lot of these girls out here got these C-class cars, girl. That's how you see all the punks out down there to the club. Got the C-class Mercedes. I'm like, oh, that's cute. That's cute.
Who got the
Those punks be down there driving Benzes and stuff. You know, they like to pop their keys and their little BMW keys out, their little Benz keys out. You know, then I'll pull them. You don't have this one. Great. No, that's cute. You don't have this one.
But I'm elitist. See, I don't even say all of that kind of stuff.
Oh, that's cute. You don't have this one, girl.
Their little bands.
Yeah, they cute.
Oh God.
You never did that, Brad?
What?
When the girls be pulling up in their motherfucking luxury cars.
I've never done what?
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, mm-mm.
You don't have this one, though.
No, I have not.
You haven't?
No.
Oh,
I do not act like that with people.
I don't either, girl. I'm just joking.
I know. What? Girl, you can't tell the kids nothing when they pull up in a C-class
I was
pit.
like, girl. That's your news. Like, girl, they were still like, this girl still, oh, girl, welcome to the BMW family. I'm like, this is my third one.
Oh my God, you are crazy.
You don't have that one.
See, I don't act like that.
There are only 6 in the country.
Don't you ever say I'm elitist again.
There are only 6 of those in the country.
Or bougie.
You don't have that.
Because I don't even speak like that.
it's like, girl, I only do that when the girl be trying to like terrorize me.
Right.
Maybe trying to stun on me, girl.
Right.
Telling you the sickening thing. That's
Right.
There's only 6 of those in the country. That's all 50 states. You don't have that.
Oh my God. I cannot.
What?
You a mess.
Oh.
You are a mess. What is this? So, you know, since they're banning like Black history and all that kind of shit, some Black TikTokers have tailored their content to kind of teach Black history. These are like professors or teachers or whatever. And so they've started to tailor their content so that, you know, they can kind of teach people like real history since they're trying to pull it out of the school system.
Okay.
And I thought this was particularly interesting because, for example, one of them is teaching like basic history, Black history. And then let me just show you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Introduction to African American Studies for the spring semester. My name is Dr. Leah Barlow. It is cold outside, but I really wanted to quickly get on and just show my face, introduce myself, share a little bit about me and the course ahead of your homework being due tomorrow and whatever else I post over the remaining of the semester. So a couple things you should know about the semester. Number one, the way that I teach this class is a little different than some of the other professors because I do teach this class backwards, chronologically in time. So, for example, this coming week, we'll be looking at Donald Glover's This Is America, the music video, and analyzing the lyrics of the song. And we go backwards like that. Welcome to Black.
Go ahead.
Welcome to Black Fashion History 101. I am your professor, Shelby Ivy Christie. I'm a Forbes 30 Under 30 honoree, a Vogue Business 100 honoree for the work that I do to examine fashion through the lens of race, class, and culture, with a particular emphasis on highlighting Black contributions to fashion. And you are now enrolled in my course. And we are kicking off school today. So come back here every day, and I will have a different lesson for you. We will be examining different contributions throughout history of Black pioneers, Black inventors. We'll be examining very niche, unknown Black contributions to the fashion and dress landscape. But we will also be examining, again, fashion through the lens of race, class, and culture. So
the reason why I wanted to and they have other courses that they're going to be doing, but I thought that was interesting because, you know, we talk all of the time about how Black folks are not often given credit in the fashion industry, especially when it comes to our style, whether it's hair, So they're going to really show you and teach you like the origin of certain things. So I think those are great content creators. Y'all wait till we upload this thing.
I'm not doing it.
Oh, you're not going to put it up there? Girl, you sitting there crying. You're not going to show them? They saw it. They told me, why you laugh at the girl falling? They have over 400 courses being taught. That's awesome. And then it's free. Like, you'll be able to get it on social media. That's why she sits down so often. Girl, we're not going to show them. Yes, that's her.
She didn't even fall. Y'all hoes so messy on Twitter. Y'all hoes so messy. Y'all bitches so messy.
That time when she fell backwards while performing.
Y'all bitches so messy. Y'all bitches messy. Who sent me here? B from 601. B on Twitter. Big Fine 1207482 on Twitter. Y'all bitches messy. You know I'm not finna post that. Y'all bitches.
That's a mess. That is a mess. I done got hungry again.
Y'all bitches did. And y'all be trying to have me trapped up, and y'all don't be nowhere in the comments fighting for me. Y'all don't be nowhere in the comments fighting for my life. Y'all start this bullshit, and this thing, you know, I'm attacking women. I'm fat shaming. Y'all messy. I'm not doing it.
There is a docuseries on Max called The Fall of Diddy. Bitch.
Oh, it's out.
Bitch. I was almost late to my dentist appointment today. I went and got my teeth cleaned today. I was almost late to my dental appointment because I did not want to leave teeth. Bitch, that shit is good.
Oh, I'm going to go upstairs and watch it.
It's on Max. I think it's like 5, maybe 6 episodes. I think it's 5. I will be binging that tonight.
I know April is not funny, but bitch, that shit was. They said I opened up my Twitter because I be retweeting y'all while we on the Twitter, and that's golly.
I haven't gotten to that part. Somebody, Teray, said the assistant laid it out. I didn't get to that part. I'm only in the first episode. And there's a journalist named Danielle. It's a black woman. You guys know her if you see her. I don't remember her last name. Cammie said it's good. Okay, I'm watching it tonight. But they said it's on Peacock too. Okay, I know it's on Max. I was looking at it on Max. But Danielle, you guys would know her. She was the first female editor of Vibe magazine. She's in most of these documentaries about music. And also, she's in the Luther Vandross documentary, so she's in a lot of stuff. She talks about how he basically threatened her. Like the first time that he was going to be on Vibe magazine cover, they had a policy that they never show the talent the cover before it's released. Well, he called up there and told her that she better show him or she was going to end up missing or she was going to end up dead or some shit he said to her. She called her attorney, told her attorney that he had threatened her. The attorney contacted him, said, we need an apology today. Otherwise, we're going to the press with this, or to the police, rather. And in about 90 minutes to 2 hours, she said that he sent an apology over. But then there were people from Howard University. You guys know he went to Howard. He didn't finish. He did 2 years. And there was a woman on there who talked about how he assaulted a female in the dormitory. They heard them fussing outside. They opened up the window. They heard them fussing. He was beating this girl with a belt. So his shit started like in college.
Excuse me, D. You said, why do Maddie be cutting off Craig so much? Craig's sitting here having a whole running the story of Diddy down to y'all so hard. I tell y'all, don't come in here with that.
Who? How did she get a $40,000 tax refund?
Girl, we need to play that. So
we need to put this up here.
Let's play it so we can hear it first. Play it.
Girl, she need to get that bottom row of teeth fixed.
I just got a letter from DHS. They have cut off my food stamps, cash assistance, disability for me, all 6 of my kids.
First of all, the 6 men come forward to begin with.
In my section. What do they expect me to do?
Work.
I can't go out and get a job.
You can't or you don't want to. You can't or the government made you lazy.
I have been getting since I was 19 years old.
The government definitely made her lazy. and entitled, obviously.
Over 10 years, I have been in welfare.
And you said that shit with your chest. Like, you should be proud of that, girl.
Okay, this is not a temporary solution. It is a permanent solution. So my 2 older kids that don't live with me, I have that on my case.
Which is considered fraud. So if you thought you wasn't getting food stamps, how you thought you was getting them now, you probably won't be ever getting them again.
Their dad went behind my back and put them in his food stamp case so he could get food stamps for them since they're in his home.
I'm waiting to hear the problem. So you're okay with your kids being over there with him, but you just want the food stamps. So if you fuck the kids, I want what I want. Okay, continue. So it's okay for you to sit on your ass and collect fundings and food stamps and all the different perks while you work hard for his, basically.
I just need the food stamps. Not him. So they have cut me off. Now they're forcing me to pay back over $48,000.
Look at that. Look at him working.
12 months. And they're taking my taxes.
And this is what my problem comes in it, because how is this lady sitting on her ass, not doing anything with her whole life, literally, and able to file taxes? How are you able to file? What is she filing?
So, my $40,000 tax return.
So she was getting paid $40K a year in returns to sit at home with them kids that she probably had with her cousin, but we're going to go to the next one.
So we'll be receiving $1, and then I'll still owe $8,000 on top of that.
Well, I'm pretty sure you get enough from disability checks to pay with that. Okay, I don't hear a problem.
Those Apple turnovers.
I don't hear a problem at all. They need to be getting people like y'all, because y'all are lazy.
Thank you.
And you just proved your point.
What's jail time?
Well, man, technically you're a scammer. Yeah. So jail time is pretty satisfying for your case.
So where do they think I'm gonna come up with that? But how am I supposed to live
now? I would get a fucking job like the rest of us. And you know what grinds me up? Imagine your taxes being held up for a reason, you know? With your little taxes, you know? I've never seen a fucking 40K on taxes. But I don't have 6 kids either on disability. But imagine your taxes being, you know, held back or hold for some type of reason, and you behind a bitch like this. And then you don't work all year long. Imagine being behind the IRS line behind a bitch like this.
Well, you saying it's a skit.
So the white girl is doing a skit?
Probably.
Well,
this is not a skit. This right here is not a skit.
This ain't a skit. So one of the pen pals who worked for the Department of Family and Children Services inboxes to me a little while ago. These are the people by race. Yeah, she actually worked for the DHS. White people receive 43% of the food stamps. Asian, Pacific Islander, or Alaskan Native American Indian receive 8%. Black people are at 23%, and Hispanics are at 26%. So, white people get the most, then Hispanics, then Black, and then Asian. So it goes back to what I was saying earlier. Please stop letting these people convince you that Black people receive more aid than they do.
Who do you think that she voted for? Who do you think she went down into the polls and voted for?
Well, by the looks of her teeth, she probably voted for Trump.
So what you saying is that them people got teeth ain't right?
Most of his base has harmful teeth.
Insurance. How can we help you?
Oh.
I'll do my best.
Mm-hmm. RFK Jr. past vaccine comments resurfaced amid his nomination for health secretary. We should not give black people the same vaccine schedule as whites. Their immune system is better than ours. Did I ever tell you all over here that vaccines were created by a black slave? Did I ever tell you that? You did. Oh, okay, I thought I did. Well, because we have almost 13,000 people, I think I should share it again. Go ahead. And I don't want to cut you off, so I'm going to sit over here in the corner and let your pen pal D that's in the comments. Now, how you know? Because I looked at D say, why do I keep cutting you off? No, man, please go pen pal. Oh, well, go ahead on and do the 13,000 and D. So, there was a slave that had been brought over to the States. And I can't remember his name right now. I'll have to look it up. But his name was like Ominous or something like that. I'm going to have to look it up. He created the vaccine. And when he had been brought to this country, I believe it was smallpox that was ravishing and devastating white people. It was killing them all. I think it was smallpox. Yeah, there it is. Osinemus. There it is. Thank you. Right there. That's his name. Oh, I guess I don't know how you pronounce that, but that's his name. So he was a slave. Yes, it was smallpox. See, that's why on my live stream I say good day thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. Because see, we smart over there. Smallpox was killing white folks. And because he had come from Africa, they had knowledge and training on creating vaccines, right? Training? Not trainees, training. Oh, sorry to cut you off. Oh, it's okay. I just needed some clarity. Right. And so what happened was he knew how to create a vaccine because, essentially when you create a vaccine, you're taking the virus and, using it to help cure it or control it. So he thought that if he shared with them how to stop smallpox, he thought he would be liberated. He thought he would get his freedom. Yes, and it was in Boston, Massachusetts. Thank you. Well, he showed them how to do it, how to clear it up. And it stopped everything. And them crackers ain't give him his freedom. So to this day, they use his same method in creating vaccines. Again, something else we weren't given credit for. D, may I speak? Good. Go ahead. D, may I speak? Not correct. We speak how to do. I just need to know if it's okay with D. D, may I speak? Okay, great. So, in the instances of things, like a lot of times people, always, especially people that get into, I've been guilty of it. Most fags and trainees and punks and stuff be guilty of it because we sit with people who we try to do things with people who we think makes us we feel safe because it's not, you're not talking about me, you're talking about them. And so I would have only healed the slaves. And I'd have made a concoction that would have killed the master. Right. Correct. And like what they're saying in the comments, Henrietta Lacks, that's a similar story. They used her cells. They used this woman's cells without her permission. She was in treatment at Johns Hopkins in Baltimore. They were using her cells and testing them. And to this day, her cells has been a part of every medical major breakthrough. Every medical major breakthrough. They've used this woman's cells, and her family was not paid. So even in the example of this slave that we were just talking about, their descendants should be wealthy. Like there is no reason why Henrietta Lacks family and this slave whose name I can't pronounce. There's no reason why both of their families, respectively, aren't enjoying generational wealth. Because every single pharmaceutical company that uses Henrietta Lacks cells, they should be paying some sort of a dividend to her family.
May I speak, D?
And every vaccine that they come up with, that man's family and descendants should be making money as well.
May I speak, D? Okay. Reparations.
Correct.
So to go down there and press your food stamp, that button over there, and say reparations, please.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And yes, somebody just said something about Dave the slave. That story as well. Same thing. Like his family should be reaping the rewards of his work, his artisan work. He was creating pots and things like that, pottery. It's crazy.
They said, but instead, John Hopkins families are wealthy and financially.
Absolutely. And you know, in my mind, I imagine that Henrietta Lacks family is probably struggling somewhere. They may not be. But my thing is, there's no reason why her descendants should not have money to go to college on their own, have money to start a business on their own. You know what I mean? They should be enjoying the wealth of that.
Someone in the comment section said, y'all better stop donating y'all organs.
Yeah, I don't have my shit donated. I'm not donating mine.
Yeah, they asked me the driver license plates when I went down there. Do I want to donate my organs? I was like, honey, which one? Which one? Which organ you want?
So a lot of times when they
Since y'all want to motherfucking make me change my gender marker back, which one of the organs do you want, bitch?
Mm-hmm.
Which one?
So when they talk about we've never had anything, and no, we've had stuff. You all have stolen. So a lot of this shit that y'all have, you got from us.
So my gentleman friend that I was talking about, we were having deep conversations, and he was
you all covered a lot.
We did. He was African.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, we, in our conversation, he said, the biggest lie that America told black people is that they had a chance. He said segregation was the time when black people were thriving during segregation. He said that when they integrated America is when black people started blah, 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 blah.
We've talked about that here.
So I sat back and I said, So I posed the question, do you think that we would be a better nation if we would have remained segregated?
I personally think, well, let me say this first. That is a huge part of why we stopped supporting black-owned businesses. Because once we were allowed to now go into white stores and restaurants and things like that, many of us thought that we were missing out on something. And many of us thought that their businesses, their restaurants, their products were better than ours. Ours was subservient to theirs. Not subservient, but what is the word I'm looking for? Not subservient. Subpar in comparison to theirs. But the thing is, and so then we abandoned black-owned businesses. We stopped going to black-owned businesses because we thought their shit was better. Subpar, yeah. So long story short, it really kind of crippled us. And when I think about it, and I don't know if I said this over here before or not, but when you put your kids in these schools because you think they're better because they're white, sometimes they do have better books, computers, resources, etc. But you got to think about the exchange. You got to think about the microaggressions that your children are going to experience being the minority in a classroom. how it's going to chip away at their self-esteem or their confidence, because they are you know what I'm saying, where they may feel ostracized or alienated. So while they may have access to a better school with resources, what's the exchange? What's the sacrifice, right? So I've always thought about it, like if I ever had kids, I don't know if I would put my kids in a predominantly white school. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know if I would. What? I'm not saying I'm going to put them in some poor black school. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is I'm going to find a really, really good, balanced school. What? But then the other thing is they're not going to get the lessons, the history lessons and shit that they need. What? Was that your original question? The original question was about segregation. Did it hurt us? And I did answer that.
That's not my question.
What was the question?
My question about your children.
Oh, I said if I was to have children.
So how would you do that?
Artificial insemination.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So you're not going to carry your kids?
Neither are you. We're both different kinds of women.
And I thank you. But women nonetheless.
Oh my God.
But women nonetheless. Leon.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I just, you see, this is how you're able to, and we're good sports about it. Like we're good sports about joking and laughing and poking fun at the big picture. Like I don't get offended by every,
you're right.
because if we able to, if you can't read yourself, how the hell you gonna read somebody else?
Right.
Read my motherfucking self all the time. So a bitch trying to read me don't work. We throw shade back and forth.
Yeah.
About who we are.
I
have another question, Craig, that's going to be a bit...
What?
It's going to be a bit tricky.
Okay. And to your point, those of you in the comments, they did say that the Henrietta Lacks family did settle. It's a closed settlement, confidential settlement, so we don't know what they got. I'm of the belief they definitely didn't get what they should have got. Well, go ahead.
I want to go back to the segregation thing to challenge you. And then after that, I'm going to go to another question.
Okay, go ahead.
So, had we stayed in segregation, where am I going?
Where would where would they have left us?
Yeah.
The gays, the queers?
Where would they have left the black queers? Would we have to, in those moments, become segregated as well? Would there be what's the word when it's
what? Oh, like hierarchy?
Not hierarchy.
What?
Like would we have to segregate too?
Well, would it be polarized? I mean, it's kind of
polarized,
right? I mean, it's kind of that way now. And for me, and I've kind of landed on what I believe is my life's calling, and that is to bridge communities. I think that through my work, whether it's this, telling our stories, my books, whatever, I think a part of my life's work is to bridge communities. The black community with the black queer community, and even in the queer community, the gays and the trans, the lesbians and the gays, black and white.
But right now we're talking about black. We're talking about black wealth,
right?
Segregation just between right? Race,
Yeah.
black race, like the country was in the 60s.
Right.
Where would we, fags of a certain tax bracket?
Oh. Well, now that's a different conversation.
This is nuance.
Right, that's nuance. Because when you first started, if you were just asking about the black community and the black queer community, that's one answer. But then when you're talking about the black queers with some money and the black community, that's a different thing. Because I think that the black queers with a little means and money have been more accepted.
So you think it would be a hierarchy then?
I do.
Do you think that we would have been accepted as a social in the social class of the thriving social class?
I think in certain social circles, yes. The black queers with money, though.
Well,
go ahead.
More nuance.
Go ahead.
You mean black gay men?
Primarily, and lesbians.
Where would the trainees stand?
Girl, y'all would still be out there fighting for everybody.
So, do you think that we benefited more, or we would have still benefited more because of segregation? Because it gave us an area, a little bit, half of a seat at the table. A very little tiny corner at the table.
Well, see, again, like when we were talking the other day about like a Bayard Rustin, for example, who was Dr. King's right-hand man. He wasn't a wealthy person, but he was accepted to a degree because he was smart and because he knew how to organize. And they knew, and he knew how. Now, if you watch that Netflix film, though, called Rustin, it was about his life. Because when you think about all these black films that came out, like Selma and all these other black films, they never really spoke about Bayard Rustin. I think there was a slight mention of him himself. Slight. But they tried to say that Bayard Rustin was a communist. The U.S. government said that he was a communist, and that was their way of getting him, Dr. King, to separate from Bayard Rustin. But they called him a communist because they knew that he was the brains behind the Freedom Riders, the March on Washington. They knew all of that. But Bayard Rustin was out. He was an openly gay man back then. So the thing that's so impressive to me is how back then he was out, but now today you still got people who are so positive. He was out in the 60s. Now here's the other thing. He was in a long-term relationship with a white man. And one of the scandals that kind of tripped him up a little bit, the gays, he got caught
at the bar.
At the bar.
He was down to the bar. Was he? Girl, he could have been walking his dog.
No, girl, they caught him with some man in the restroom or some shit. Kind of like they did
Tevin Campbell. You know they caught Tevin Campbell.
He was soliciting an undercover cop for fellatio.
Yes.
But no, I was going to say George Michael. When George Michael finally got outed, he was out there in Beverly Hills in a bathroom trying to solicit an undercover cop.
Why have they tried to criminalize people living in their individual selves? So why has it been a crime? Because if they're going off of biblical,
somebody said it was a threesome in the back of a car. I don't know if that's the case or not, but I know he got caught in, some, like I said, some sexual.
It's based off of biblical. This country most definitely was not built off of anything God and Christian.
No.
There was nothing God and Christian that this country was built on. This is why I can't understand how those people sit up there in the Supreme Court or they appoint these people and their rulings are based off of morality. Well, we have the acting president right now that are doing so many immoral things that are against, like, it's a human human rights.
Right. And somebody said, well, what's this thing with always with undercover cops? Because at one point they were targeting the gays. They were trying to set them up.
Again, you guys that are living in this time frame, don't understand. Like, it was illegal for you to be gay.
Mm-hmm.
It was illegal for you to, for a man to wear women's clothing. It was you were getting charged with sodomy.
Right.
So we told you this the last show 2 days ago. This is where all the code words that you've learned from the fags and the trainees.
Right.
You've learned these code words like trade and butch and grow honey.
Right.
The lingo, because we had to underground communicate with each other.
Right. Yeah.
Fish.
Right. And the gays would be arrested because they would raid like gay clubs.
Yes, they would go into
these gay clubs and they would raid.
You'd be in your again.
Have a drink.
The fags are minding their own business.
They're having a drink. They're in a bar, and they would come in and raid the place and lock everybody up. And then what they would do is they would out you, bitch, because they would put your name and shit in the newspaper. They would out you by putting your name in the newspaper.
That's right. The concealed mistress said, "Wow, J. Edgar Hoover was wearing a fucking dress,
wow.
And he was a pole." But there are the people that are holding power right now are criminalizing everything that they can't live out loud in color to be. This is why their first thing is going after when you try to figure out like why this is the first thing on the list and it's such a small percent, it's because those people can't occupy that percent space.
Mm-hmm.
And they're angry with being able to look out over the vast seas, the vast television, the vast programming, and see one or two people that they wish that they could be in those positions.
Yeah. In the same way that the straights interrogated the gays then and now by going into their spaces and arresting them and harassing them, it's the same way that white folks spend their life and existence trying to annoy black people.
Hold on, Craig. Somebody said, I disagree. I think it was the kid. People have always used kids as the scapegoat. Mo, did we delete that picture?
They thought what was the kid?
Yeah, I think you deleted it. When I had the white person and the black person was over there saying they had the percentage. A lot of people have used the kids as a shield. They've used the kids and be like, girl, you're 8-year-old, you're 9-year-old, you're 12-year-old. Okay, yes. I'm not going to sit up here and act like that. Because even me, at times, I felt like that it was a lot. And Craig, we could talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like that there was a lot of propaganda around the trans shit. Like, because every 5 minutes we were hearing about. Like, every 5 fucking minutes, there was some goddamn bearded bitch in the motherfucking goddamn somewhere with a razor shaving in the sink like they don't got no home. Like, they couldn't shave before they left the house. Every 5 minutes, there was some trainee story of some bearded bitch and the bitch talking about they were trans. You know, now somebody said this to me,
mm-hmm.
and I don't know how I felt about it when they said it to me.
What's that?
But I'm going to say it out loud, and I'm going to let us discuss. Somebody said to me, T.S. Madison, the reason why that trainee shit got out of control is because you motherfucking trainees didn't gatekeep what trainees were supposed to be. It blew me back like this.
What do they mean? Like,
bitch, because everybody that jumped up was being labeled trainee. How many times have we seen motherfuckers up there with fitted caps on, or motherfuckers standing up there like when anytime some shit was going on, you standing here with your shirt like this, transgender woman, Craig Stewart. Like, we kept seeing that. Like, we kept seeing
transgender
that.
woman.
Constantly seeing. And my thing is,
Yeah.
And I'm going to get flack for this. Most transgender people that I know, and I know the girls finna get down here.
Okay.
And they finna try to dig their claws in my back.
Uh-huh.
But most transgender people that I'm from a different time.
Mm-hmm.
When we transition, we started to transition. We transitioned in the space of, girl, we were trying to
really look.
We were trying to really give what we were transitioning. We were trying to give the cut. We were trying to give the motherfucking the trade. We were trying to give it.
Right.
That's why the boy was over there like, how?
Right. Yeah.
We were trying to go for complete realness. Bitch, we were walking. Bitch, it was about being motherfucking pussy.
Right.
My gay mama used to tell motherfucking me, bitch, honey. When my gay mama used to do that to me, I was devastated. You think
you passable?
You think that's a woman?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
You think this is what a woman looks like? Bitch, my gay mama devastated me to the point I was like, bitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got to break all that shit down.
Yeah.
My gay mama was like, bitch, you not finna be tiptoeing with me like that.
Right. Clocking, having people clock me.
Bitch, you're clocking. Bitch, you're a brat.
You are clocking.
Bitch, you are a brat.
Right.
You think you're smart?
but okay, and this is a real question. Aren't most clocky in the beginning until you kind of that soften your, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unless you're like one of the really light-skinned girls who got the naturally, you might be a biracial girl or Hispanic girl or a black girl. They got
listen, there are dark-skinned girls that slap.
That's what I'm getting at.
Slap through its ultimate puss.
That's what I'm saying. So unless you, as a boy, you look really, really soft and you know, already, it's easier to transition. But aren't most trans women who started off as boys, they have to kind of go through that process, right?
Yes, you have to go through those types of process. Bitch, I'm telling you, my gay mama used to tear me up.
Yeah.
To the point that I was like, I hate this bitch, but I appreciate her today.
Right.
Bitch, my gay mama was like, what is that?
It ain't no talking about critical colorism. Go ahead with that bullshit. You know what the fuck I'm saying? What I'm saying is, if it's a boy who's already really soft and, you know what I mean? And sometimes they have like, you know what I'm saying? Stop acting like that y'all don't know what the fuck I'm saying now. Right. Ain't no goddamn colorism. You know what the fuck I'm talking
about. Like
Alonzo.
Yes. Like Alonzo.
Yes.
Alonzo just started saying that
he's non-binary.
I said they.
Right. Non-binary.
Just like Alonzo said that they're non-binary.
Right.
So I watched Alonzo. Alonzo came here.
When we did the Queen's
Supreme Court. Alonzo said that they haven't taken any hormones. They don't take hormones.
Right.
They don't. They're naturally soft.
Like in that case,
they naturally have these things.
Didn't have facial hair. So that's what I'm saying. So in that case, it's very easy. And Alonzo is not trans, but what I'm saying is, it's easy for Alonzo to look like a woman, to pull it off, as opposed to you or me. You know what I'm saying? We would have to go. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was to be trans, it would. You look like no. What I'm talking about is no. What I'm saying is excuse me. No. What I know you can silence this. No. Can you pull your hood down and look over here? No. Excuse me. No. Can you please turn around? No. Because I would like for you to. I'm talking about now. I'm talking about before you transition. I know you know there are two women sitting here. But there is a big difference between the two of us. I'm talking about before now. I'm talking about before you transition. I'm saying like we would have been on the same playing field. Timothy and Craig would have had to go through the same kind of work. We would have had to go through more work than an Alonzo. We would have had to go through more work than an Alonzo because Alonzo already has soft
softer features.
This girl has just taken all my pussy rights.
No, that, you know what I'm saying. It's told me that I'm sitting here, girl. I'm sitting here giving a bag of semen, girl. No, you know, she fucking with y'all. She fucking with y'all because she know what the fuck I'm talking about. That I'm a brick mason. No, she know what I'm talking about. She fucking with y'all. This girl has told me I'm a construction worker, so she got a John Deere out there. John Deere? No, I'm saying like initially starting off from the ground. You know what I mean? Where there are boys who have really soft features. Like I know men who never grew facial hair, so it would be easy for them to transition.
Alonzo is not trans.
No, Alonzo is non-binary.
Alonzo has stated that they are not trans. They've stated that they are non-binary. That's what they have stated. You know what I'm saying? And like when Alonzo came, like we look, you know, and so there are girls that may have to work a little extra.
That's all I'm saying.
There might be girls that may have to work a little extra. Like it may take a little extra time to break down. Right. It might. Right. You know.
That's what I'm saying. So when your gay mother was like, you think this is a woman?
My gay mother was vicious.
Right.
My gay mother was so vicious. She was vicious to everything. Right. Because the gag is she was the girl that got through.
Really?
Bitch, all the heterosexual people, the straight.
I want to know what she looked like. I want to see her.
All the trades, all the stuff, even the men.
Yeah.
We're like, bitch, pack it up.
Really?
You don't give that.
Right.
You think you look, even the men used to be like, girl, what you need to be trying to strive is to be like that.
Really?
And that girl took that.
She was the bar.
That bitch was the bar. And that bitch gave.
Oh! Now, how was her voice?
Girl, she was very happy. You know, but her feet were terrible. That was one thing I used to tell her up, bitch.
You would get her feet.
I would get her feet.
Yeah.
That bitch feet was horrible.
Hey, what would she say?
I would tear her feet up.
What would she say?
Like, oh. Tear her, bitch. She's like, girl, they don't see that first.
Oh, right.
Bitch, they don't see that first.
She keeps them covered up. Okay.
She said, bitch, I'm sorry to y'all that don't like this word, but these are two communal people talking.
Right.
She said, bitch, fish starts in the face.
Okay. Wow.
My mom said, bitch, look at me crazy. Fish starts in the face.
Was she older than you?
Yes. Fish starts in the face. And bitch, you're not fish. So it was just very much like, oh my God. No, not Miss Eve.
Not Miss Eve.
No, Miss Eve was my second gay mom. Miss Eve was my older gay mom.
So where is this first one?
She in Miami.
You don't talk to her anymore.
We talk here and there. I haven't talked to her in a while. You know, but bitch, it definitely fish starts in the face.
Right.
And this is not fish.
Wow.
I told y'all that story about that time that I was going through my little thing, girl. I had on my little brown. That's right. Who's that? Who wrote her name down there? Oh, you'll find it. You can put it up there. Bitch, y'all, that bitch, whoever wrote that, that's right, click hard. Bitch, you know Miss Tam was not to be tampered with.
I want to see her.
Bitch, Miss Tam was not to be tampered with, period.
Yeah.
Bitch, Miss Tam was the girl.
Really?
And she was 6 feet tall.
Really?
She was 6'1", almost 6'2".
Mm-hmm.
It was, bitch, all that didn't mean nothing. Mm-hmm. And the confidence was very, very much so. She commanded you.
Right.
A man.
Right.
Bitch, I remember the boys used to terrorize her, bitch, because it was such an exoticness. This is why I've always...
Was she from Florida?
Yeah, well, she's Bahamian and black.
Okay.
Well, I mean, not and black, but she's Bahamian.
I know she's an American.
An American.
Well, right.
That bitch used to puff through, bitch, big tall.
Yeah.
And what's so Amazon is that the girls that, a man would give.
Yeah.
You a man. She said, bitch, I can't help that you don't know the difference between a man and a woman.
Okay.
It was very much so she was, bitch, who she was, she believed it.
Yeah.
And that's what people don't understand about, bitch, you can't shake me.
Right.
Who I am, I believe it, bitch.
Right.
Oh, that riff-raff, you pussy asshole be talking about me. Bitch, I learned from the bitch that taught me.
Right.
That bitch tell me, bitch, you better not run. When I got real, I knew when I started to become real.
Yeah.
But she used to let me in.
Yeah.
I
I knew when I got more realer, like more pussy, it was, you can ride with me, girl.
That's before she went on and talked about shadows.
It was, it was those faces, bitch.
Oh my God. I want to meet this bitch.
They're not the girl.
Really?
All the younger women, and she had no nails.
Right.
That bitch, she would gas at the fact that you were like, oh, girl.
That you were delusional.
You think that I would sit with you?
Oh my God, that is too funny.
You think? But this is how we know that we started to become more real. Because then it was like she would let us. Would let us pump through with her, like she let us go to those events. But then sometimes she let us go with her to those events just to show us you are not clown.
That you are not real.
You are not on my level.
Right.
You are not on my level. Let me show you how it's done.
Right.
Now there was an incident that happened where it became like where this is the OT. But there was an incident that happened where they broke out fighting. But we used to always go to the straight club. It was Banana Joe, Key, what's that club that was on Thursday night? I talk to y'all about this shit all the time. What's that club? I'm older now. It was, what's the club? Banana Joe's, Lion Key. What's that one that was on Thursday? Was it Kendall? And then it moved to Iguanas. Girl, it was a fight that had broke out. Instagram is gone. There was a fight that broke out in the club. And so one of the guys hit her in the head with a pool stick. Like one of the trades couldn't take her.
Yeah.
The trade couldn't take her because bitch they could not. Bitch, the bitch was pussy.
Yeah.
The bitch ran through the entire University of Miami football. I'm sorry to pour your tea, girl, but we're old now. We can tell. That bitch ran through the entire football. Because they were so fascinated with the fact that this was she was born male. Like people were saying, I don't think women will ever I don't think biological women will ever understand.
Right. Yeah.
They're ready to label a dude gay.
Right.
I don't think that it will ever understand it.
Yeah.
But bitch, it was the fascination that this bitch was born male. And it was like, it's just like the guy. Yesterday was like, how did you do this? Right. So that's how it happens. And so this is how the people get into the space. They get into the. This is how this shit is infiltrated. Like this is where the men be in the space of all that shit that women be talking. I got a real pussy, and I mean, they know that.
Yeah.
They understand that you have that. They understand it. Like you don't have to tell us. We don't got no pressure with you for that.
Right.
But when the motherfucking niggas, if your motherfucking, if you're in a space that he look at you and be like, oh, they look at it's like, bitch, how?
Yeah.
Because even when I was young, and I started seeing the girls, I wanted to be like, how did they do this?
Yeah.
Like, well, would you get naked? How did this happen? And so she ran through that whole team. Even when the boys were her, like, that's a man. That's a dude. It's like, I remember one night we was coming from.
Wait. We'll come to that. He hit her in the head with the pool.
He hit her in the head with the pool stick. And at that time, me and that bitch had real pressure.
Oh, so you didn't help.
Bitch saw that pussy ass on. At the time.
Right.
We had real pressure. It was about a boy.
Right.
And so we had real pressure. And I was like, fuck that pussy ass motherfucker. Oh, bitch, they good for that pussy ass hoe. So and we weren't talking for a while. And she found out. She had called me on the phone for a three-way because the trade they had boxed her with the pool stick, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I had went to school with them, and I got on the telephone with them. You know what I'm saying? It was like, bitch, why y'all motherfucking, you know, even though I was fucking with that pussy asshole, bitch, we still in the circle. Right. So, bitch, what y'all, you know, I'm over there, and then so she's like, oh, bitch, Chanel, girl, you know, it's just so crazy, girl, how we need to stick together, girl, as girl. I'm like, oh, now I'm one of the girls. Well, it's because I had a reputation of battling with crazy. Right. Listen, all that shit, bitch don't want no pressure. Because I get out there and act whether I can win or not. Bitch, you gonna get the end of this, the front of this, for the back. All right. Bitch, we gonna battle until there's nothing left. All right. So they knew I was the battle cat. So I go confront the nigga. Ask you won't swear with me like that, you know? Yeah. It's like, oh my God, girl, it is so amazing. But I must say, later on in life, it was like I told her this. I needed that from her. I needed her to say to me, I'm so proud of you.
Oh, she said it. What point in your life was this?
It was in these areas.
Really?
Bitch, I'm so proud of you. I am so proud of you.
Bitch, you tearing up.
Yes! Yes, bro.
Right.
That meant a lot.
You looked up to her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bitch, that meant a lot to me.
Yeah.
Because, bitch, you know, bitch, you want to go, bitch, you want to give the fish too, bitch. I'm sorry, y'all gonna feel away by that fish shit, whatever. But you want to give the fish too?
Yeah.
You want to give it.
Yeah.
And you look at this is a body.
Yeah.
You know?
Wow.
And so, this is why I don't understand these people who have these things with the girls. It's like, if that's not a part of an existence for you, stay the fuck over there.
Yeah.
Nobody wants your fucking kids.
Yeah.
Nobody want to fuck on your children or want to do this. Bitch, we want to live.
Right. Yeah.
And that just meant a lot for me. That she was just like, girl, I'm so proud of you. She said, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
That meant so much. And she's like, bitch, you real, bitch. So, bitch, I know. Bitch, I know. Bitch, you were my determinant reason.
Yes. Yeah.
You were my determinant reason, bitch. When that bitch clamped those nails in my face and told me, bitch, fish starts in the face. And this is not fish. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
People don't know how queer, like, these are queer stories, and how it's like we got, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just shit crazy.
Do you remember the story you about to say? That's go back. You said we were leaving iguanas.
If we was leaving motherfucking iguana, like, I could tell y'all stories of men that I watched and people that I watched that grew into being superstars, and men that grew into superstars, whatever. That we
knew them back then.
Girl, we knew them when they were
in the biblical sense.
We knew those, and we knew them. Yeah,
we knew them.
We had knew them. Yeah. We had knew them in the biblical sense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so she used to tiptoe out with us, girl, when she was, but it was just a training class. And I think that what happened is we lost a lot of queens. We lost a lot of girls or whatever because they were so hell bent on being real. Bitch, it was about realness, pussy.
Watch this correlation I'm gonna make. Keep going.
Realness, pussy, bitch giving it, bitch sliding through, standing neck and neck with the cunt. And let it come out. Like, okay, girl. That's cute.
So even in the trans community, there was segregation.
Of course.
There was segregation. The girls who were real from the girls who were not. Because the girls who were real were trying to assimilate.
Yeah.
And so when we see this,
in the same way segregation happened with black people.
right? And so when we see this stuff going on in the world now, when I watch how these people, everybody trans. You got a beard, you trans. And so a lot of times the girls would get angry with me because I'm like, girl, I don't know that time. I gave my main brain, let's do that.
Yeah.
And so, and being that I hold a position of influence, and sometimes I have to watch a lot of shit that I fucking say. But there were so many times during that whole thing before we got into this pickle of the shit that we in right now. I used to say, I do Clint Clark. Before we got into this pickle of some shit, I used to be like, I used to want to say, y'all girls got to stop. If y'all non-binary, y'all non-binary. If y'all gender non-conforming, y'all gender non-conforming. You are not trans. And stop grouping all of us together with this shit. And in the moment that they see one of y'all in there talking about something, y'all, it becomes propaganda.
Yeah.
The moment that one of y'all in the motherfucking place, and I used to be angry, quick. I couldn't say this stuff, but we here now.
Right. We are.
We here now. They taking all the shit. They started at the top of the fucking list with the bullshit of gender, this and that, whatever. We're here now. We so you gotta want me in the street.
Right.
But them pussy assholes over there, everybody's standing up there. I'm trans. I'm like, girl, you're not.
Right. Yeah.
No, you're not, girl. No. I know you may feel that.
Right.
But until you produce that, like the production is not there.
This is a low budget film,
Bitch, the production is not there, bro. Bitch, because my motherfucking gay mama would have tore you to pieces.
Right.
My gay mama would have peeled your cap back.
Because, like, what's that white trans girl that we talked to?
Katie.
Looking like Danny DeVito.
Katie.
Talking about I'm trans. So wait a minute, I'm sorry.
Motherfucking Katie.
I know your point.
Pressure, though. I know what you're saying. But it's just the fact of the matter. I don't the dance on it because I had Angelica Ross, them over there eating me up, talking about, girl, you got to make sure. I'm like, man, go on with that bullshit.
Oh, so you really talking today?
I had him. The same nigga bitch don't with me. I had her hitting me up, telling me about, well, girl, you got to, we got to start breaking down these things about what is a woman and women have PCOS. I'm like, yes, women have PCOS, but bitch, that's not a change. I don't give a fuck what your black ass say to me. Let her know. These were private conversations out in public. Whatever. Girl, I need to let her know. Bitch, don't call me with that bullshit about this stuff with this bullshit over here. Because bitch, that bitch, I don't know what she may think she is, but she's not. Your presentation needs to be on motherfucking on point. And to any trans motherfucking activist or advocate or whatever bitch that set in position, I always have let those girls know. With no name. But I would always let those girls know. You can't police the TA. And if you don't ever want to be in a motherfucking war with me, because I love and respect everybody, well, bitch, you not gonna police the TA.
Right.
I'm from the same time that y'all from. And bitch, you know that none of our gay mamas played that. Bitch, y'all portrayed this shit on fucking TV. So bitch, you know. So don't come over here trying to police fucking me and tell me, bitch. But I did understood my position. It wasn't my. It was like, Madison, understand, and they don't want to take. Because I remember her telling me, you don't want them to take your words and act like you're condemning her. I said, well, I didn't invalidate her being trans. I just told that bitch she needs to step her motherfucking pussy up. Because don't tell me what they're going to take in the media about me reprimanding her. Bitch, they taking her and putting her in the media with that fucking deal. Running that around the motherfucking country, bitch.
Right.
Talking about that this is a fucking trainee, bitch, with this goddamn 5 o'clock shadow. Fuck that. That was a 10:30 shadow. Bitch.
I'll ditch the truck. You hold
This
on.
bitch got a 10:30 shadow in her motherfucking face, bitch. And you don't understand what these people are doing out here in the fucking street.
Oh, God.
You don't understand. We're going to suffer for this shit.
Right.
Right.
These hoes up here screaming out that they trans and shit like that, and these bitches got on motherfucking boxer briefs, bitch.
Walking around with fades.
Boxer briefs and fades, bitch, and with gym towels in there shaving their motherfucking backs in the women's room. Who the fuck gonna goddamn? Who the fuck is gonna reap the whirlwind of that? Who gonna reap that? Who in the fuck gonna read that? We ain't gonna read that bullshit. And you on the phone telling me, Madison, you know you gotta do better. Bitch, I do. But right now, the bitch better be glad that I only gave her that to get a big razor ain't but $1. Bitch gonna tell me that they ain't got enough money to get a big razor is $1. Asking me about, well, what about if I don't have the money? Okay, bitch, I'll send you $1. When it's something, bitch, I went on the bitch Amazon thing, the KB girl, whatever the fuck that girl name, and I sent her a razor kit, the electric one. Bitch, stay shade. The next time we see you in the media, the next time you pop up in the media, bitch, that beard need to be off your face. Stay shade. Bitch, you're not a female. Hello? I don't give a fuck. You may be a woman, but bitch, you're not a female. And because you're not a motherfucking female, bitch, you can't claim PCOS.
Right.
That is a fucking man's beard. That's not a hormonal motherfucking thing for you, bitch. It might be because the hormones those are male hormones that you got to get that shit off your fucking face. Now, I'm not reading nobody.
Most likely.
But ain't nobody gonna check me either. Because we're here now.
We are.
So what you looking for?
Oh my God.
Now we're here. But we got to deal with this shit.
Yeah.
Every 5 minutes. It was some fucking training shit. Every 5 minutes, I was like, oh my God, oh my God. And it was the white one. There was a few black ones that trickled through there with the bullshit because, the black ones started telling me, oh, well, TS, you wrong. You got money. You got privilege. I said, I always didn't.
Right.
You girls out there sucking dick, bitch, already, so why did make that boy give you $50 or $100 to take care of that? I still know a bitch right now that'll give you some underground hormones, bitch. You don't need the government to give you no hormones, bitch. I know a bitch right now that'll give you some hormones underground, bitch. What's the G? You want to be pussy, bitch, you gotta look like it. I don't give a fuck what these new conservative, new liberal, or whatever, I don't even know what the word is. I don't know what these new motherfucking transvestites done told y'all. These political trainees done told y'all, bitch, let you listen to your auntie.
Listen to who?
Listen to your auntie. Bitch, because I come from a long line. Listen to who? Listen to your auntie. Oh, God. I come from a long line of real bitches.
Yeah.
And you're not real. Because, bitch, because bitch starts in the face.
Yes,
wait a minute, they said 60 people dead on a plane crash.
Wait, what?
Oh, God. In Virginia. Girl, what done happened? Girl, what done crashed?
They said over the Potomac.
What done played? Who was it?
Girl, it definitely was Delta.
Who was it, girl?
Let me just Google plane crash. Over there by Reagan National.
What was it?
It says it's a small plane. I don't think it was a commercial plane. It just says small plane. Inbound from Kansas. Over there in DCA.
Who was it? A military plane? A military helicopter crashed into
They said American Airlines. They said a helicopter and a plane crash in midair.
Yeah.
They said they see an American Airlines. They said it was a commercial plane.
Oh, it was a commercial plane? They said it crashed with a Black Hawk? A hawk? Like a helicopter?
American Airlines?
Well, girl, I don't fly that, so I already told you that.
Girl, they saying it's American Airlines.
Girl, yeah, I told you I don't fly that.
Oh my God. So yeah, I can't help you, babe. I can send you to a person that'll give you Affirm Afterpay. What it is?
Affirm Afterpay Florida.
Maybe listen, bills tight over here. I only make $11,000 a year. American Airlines on the Potomac River, over 68 people possibly dead.
But you know what? No, I'm not gonna say that.
Oh God.
She is so cute. She's beautiful.
Mid-air.
My God.
Damn. Oh, they said some elected officials was on the plane?
Somebody said Republican or Democrat. Bitch, you will read my mind.
Oh, they saying it's a video of it.
Well, if it wasn't the Cheeto, I don't care. That's what somebody in the comments said.
This one was the Air Force One.
Right.
You always be intrigued when I tell these stories.
I don't know. It's like I just go back in time. I be trying to imagine that person.
But do you think that I'm kind of? We're here now, Brady.
Mm-hmm.
So we could just be politically correct, unbiased.
What?
Do you think
our concierge can book you an unforgettable experience?
that was
the VIP club and upgrade your experience.
That was a lot of issues.
The ordinary,
You talking about with the black and queer community?
No, I'm talking about with this training.
Well, that what was it? Oh yeah, everything that you just said.
Yeah, that a lot of and like every time we kept seeing,
But that was kind of what I was saying the other day when we did the show, and I was saying I think that it was bothersome to people in the corporate space, corporate America, when it became so politically correct. Like you had to almost, I think a lot of them felt like they almost had to tiptoe around gay rights. And, you got the sheet, how do you identify? And you got all of that stuff at the end of your signature and your email. And, you know what I'm saying? And I was having a conversation with a good friend of mine the other day, and he was saying that he works with a guy who one day he comes in dressed like a man and he goes into the men's room. Another day he comes in, he's dressed like a woman, and then he goes into the women's bathroom. And it's just like, okay, which one? What you gonna do, bitch? Like Monique said in Truth and Play again, what you gonna do, bitch? So I think, to your point, I think people kind of got exhausted with it and just got to a point where it's just like,
so you think that's why there was a big applause and all this stuff. It's just like, girl, finally we tired of it.
Right.
Yeah. Wait, not they were carrying immigrants. Hold on. Now, hold on now.
Are you serious?
Okay, what does CNN confirm?
Yeah, what does CNN confirm?
Somebody said, girl, I am gay, and I was tired of it.
Saying that.
Wow.
Yeah, but there was a lot of the girls. There were a lot of the girls that, trying to, keep peace and coddle that shit and be like, well, Madison, we can't invalidate their transness or invalidate. And it's just like, I was not trying to invalidate. It's, girl, a big razor is $1. Craig, a big razor is $1. I'm sorry. If I walk into the motherfucking bathroom, bitch, and I'm a trainee, and bitch, I see a motherfucker coming out there fully bearded, I'll be like, of course I'm gonna be looking, or if a motherfucker in there standing over the sink shaving.
Yeah.
And which made me try to make sure that I said out of my mouth and say, thank you, Sharonda. I'm gonna look at it, which makes me say come out of my mouth to say this right here, Craig. We respect you being transgender. We believe that you transgender. Your presentation to the public that ain't caught up with the stuff yet ain't matching what you believe. I didn't tell you that you had to be this glamazon ass bitch. Or this goddamn overly pussy, this real pussy, real cunt, real bitch. I didn't say you had to be this.
Yeah.
But bitch, you need to give something.
Okay, let me play devil's advocate. That's essentially what your gay mother was saying to you in the beginning. How do we know these people aren't in the beginning of their transition?
Greg, in the beginning,
when she was telling you, you think this is fish? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like how...
In the beginning, you had better understand that I knew I didn't feel I was a brick, but I damn sure went in the club with no beard and no dress, saying that I'm a trainee.
Right.
I damn sure wasn't trying to give the cut. And didn't have my motherfucker, and didn't have my bra packed.
Right.
I didn't say I was gonna give the cut, and then have bitch. I knew I needed to take that estradiol shot. I knew I needed that estradiol.
Right. Do you think that trans identity became trendy for some?
I believe that, just like motherfucking, what's that whole name? That goddamn tired ass bitch, Bruce. That nigga did that shit for a fetish.
Really?
That nigga mind was tore up and did that shit for a fetish, because if you was a real trainee, it ain't no way possible, bitch, that you'll be moving like a white man. Ain't no way possible that you be moving like a white man. But your financial privilege, that bitch financial privilege, made that bitch say, I'm gonna go ahead on and fulfill my fetish. I done fucked this bitch and I had a bunch of kids already. I got all the kids I need. Now I want to get fucked in my motherfucking ass. Or I done been watching transsexuals all my motherfucking life. So bitch, now I want to go down here and get me a motherfucking pussy, so I can know what it feel like to get fucked in the pussy and to be desired as a fucking woman. I do believe that it was most definitely a sexual fetish. Do you know how many white men that I done dated as a prostitute, bitch, that had all those things of getting up and dragging, wanting to be humiliated and walked in the streets?
Right,
those were fetishes, and I do believe that nigga's fetish got a hold of her. And when her fetish got a hold of that bitch, she stayed in it and cut her motherfucking little dick off, because I'm sure it was a little dick.
You think she had
I think that whole dick was love.
You think she had the surgery?
Yeah, that bitch had the surgery. I think that whole dick was love. And bitch, the bitch motherfucking had this operation. Wanted to wear stockings and shit. And bitch clothes. And wanted to know what it feel like to be wooed as a woman. Went down there and got that big dick black nigga. She was fucking around with it first. Bust her pussy hole open in her ass. And now the bitch back being a dyke. That bitch don't never want no street. That bitch don't ever want no street motherfucking wordplay with me. Bitch, I would cut the bunions off their whole feet. I'll cut the bunions off that pussy ass nigga feet. Because, bitch, there's no way that you can call yourself a trainee and still lean to the way that you lean in.
Yeah. Because I just think it's ultra inconsiderate of how she votes, how she tweets, how she speaks out, because it can be dangerous to other trans people, especially if she really does identify as trans. Because when you think about her story,
I believe in that bitch mind. That bitch is a trainee, but that bitch was a cross dresser
because she lived as a white man for so long.
That bitch was a transvestite. And bitch, if somebody cut this video, because I know they done cut plenty of my videos up and sent it to you, bitch. And I know they have. Because, bitch, we were supposed to have a booking together one day, and that bitch found out I was there. That bitch was like, nope.
Really?
Yep. Bitch, I wasn't booked no more.
Right.
I don't give a fuck.
Right. Okay.
But, bitch, I know your motherfucking ass didn't want to be the face of it. Mm-hmm. You feel me? But you was a cracker. Mm-hmm. And, bitch, because Laverne was out there in these streets going hard in the paint. And it was Laverne, which they doing now. Like Laverne, because Laverne can eloquently speak. Mm-hmm. Laverne is extremely knowledgeable about the shit that she be motherfucking talking about, bitch. Mm-hmm. And Laverne can appeal to the white people.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
When that motherfucking hoe came out there and put that damn dress on, and we was trying to figure out what the fuck that bitch name was gonna be, when they put that bitch in that dress and put that pussy ass hoe on the cover of that Vanity Fair, it reset the order of things.
Yeah.
It reset the order and it put it back to Crocker.
Yeah.
It put it back into how that they wanted it to be lined up. Laverne is a nigga with a hard E, hard R. When that white bitch got out there and they put that motherfucking Crocker asshole in that motherfucking
Woman of the Year.
Woman of the Year, and put that bitch on Vanity Fair and gave that bitch 2 seasons of that regular ass motherfucking show and had all those black girls back there in the back like they was yes 'em. I'd have cussed the bunions off that bitch feet. That bitch would have been that bitch. Listen, if that bitch ever get into a motherfucking verbal battle with me, that bitch would have to eat Wheaties for a month, bitch, to prepare herself for me. Then she went out there and ran them motherfucking people over, killed them people dead. Ain't paid them people a motherfucking dime. All that shit right there falls on the white privilege. And she can't help it that she's a cracker. She can't help it. But you can't help that you white. We understand that. But don't move like a cracker. If you can't help that you white, that's okay. Yeah. But don't move like a cracker. That bitch move like a cracker. It's difference in between moving white. Yeah. As a white person maneuvering through and understanding your position, understanding your white privilege, understanding that you can get into spaces that other people can't get. Understanding that there's a difference between white people maneuvering through those spaces. But then it's another thing. Playing pussy whole strong game that suck black dick, just like the ass, Kardashian ass motherfucking hoes who built their whole career and built their whole motherfucking legacy off of black cock. Yeah. And demonize every nigga that they done fuck with. Demonize every nigga that they done fuck with
done made them the enemy, and they motherfucking raggedy goddamn loose grip ass pussies is done moved through here with 99 seasons of that tired ass show of them hoes eating salad and throwing motherfucking goddamn sparkling water on each other. Oh my God. And you at the Met Gala. Raggle ass bitch. And the thing about it is, the niggas with hard E, hard R's still got them bitches in business. Mm-hmm. Cause you fantasize about that motherfucking lifestyle them pussy ass hoes you instead of looking at it's so much stuff crazy that you say that I be like, girl, if we could support black or we could support the shit like niggas was saying, I ain't watching the T.S. Master Spirit, bitch. I ain't relate to that hoe. Right. Bitches went to talking about, I ain't watching Pose no more because bitch, that don't got nothing to do with me. Right. You know what I'm saying? But you sitting over there watching them trash can pussy ass motherfucker hold this on 99 ass seasons, bitch. I don't want to see nothing with them bitch ass niggas no more.
Right. Yeah.
You gave their mama daddy 2 seasons. That bitch ran out. They ran them people over, got out of the car, and walked back. Oh my God, are they dead?
Yeah.
Oh God, are they dead? You done did a whole 152 car pile up on the damn interstate, bitch. Driving in Texas, trying to figure out, bitch, what day was your facial feminization on, bitch. Confirming your facial feminization search, pussy ass, fuck asshole. And bitch, you get up here, you stand up there with them people and talk about how, bitch, and try to sway people who followed you to vote for this person that did not have none of our best interests in fucking goddamn in their mind. That's why we don't fuck with you, bitch ass nigga. That's why. Bitch, you not no motherfucking damn real training. Bitch, you was a cross-dresser that got caught. You was a cross-dresser that got caught in a pair of lace motherfucking panties, bitch. And they got them $10,000 wig on your fucking head, bitch, on some clip-ins, puss-ass motherfucking ugly-ass, Janice Nicholson mouth-ass bitch. And there was another motherfucker that stood up there and speaking out and speaking in the space of, oh, well, you know, well, here's the thing about it. I think that when they're trans kids and they're this and the other and the shit, you stand up there saying all that fucking shit that them pussy ass hoes want to hear. You's a bitch ass nigga. You can retreat back to your fucking mansion, bitch. You can retreat back to that with some shit going down. That's all I gotta say about that shit.
It was a lot.
It was. But we're here.
Right.
Like we're here now. Yeah. It ain't we trying to convince a motherfucker not to get here. We're here now. Hi guys. We're here. This is where we at now. We at people over here getting the gender marker snatched down off of the damn. And a lot of them girls don't know how to handle that.
Right.
Bitch, I don't have good resources. They don't know how to handle that. And no bitches, that letter don't make me bitch. It's because the face is fish, bitch.
Right.
My gay mama told me, bitch, you can't get you a gay mama. That's gonna tell you, bitch, that the pussy started in the face. Bitch, when I throw my motherfucking idea before I even had all that shit changed on my motherfucking driver's license and all that other shit, bitch, hey, listen, because if it changed back, I don't give a fuck. I've been moving like this, bitch, since the Reagan administration. I don't give a fuck. A lot of them girls ain't gonna know how to handle pressure or how to handle that real life ass fucking pressure. They ain't built for that. A lot of these bitches ain't never had no street. They ain't never had to walk the street, bitch, so they don't know how to be no fucking thug.
Right. Yeah.
They ain't never been thrown into no shit where they have to be like really survive. They ain't got no thug in them. So they don't know how to survive.
And she helped put them in harm's way.
Yes. Some of these hoes know how to do is TikTok. All these hoes know how to do is just to comb their hair on the motherfucking YouTube channel and transition. They don't know nothing about this shit. And then they think my skin tough.
Right.
You know how much magic shade I've been on this face, bitch? Bitch, you can't penetrate this. And so this why it was important. It was important for this pussy asshole to sit your big athlete's foot fast acting to necking and foot having ass down, bitch. That bitch should have sat down.
Yeah.
And any bitch that was on any motherfucking platform making it where we weren't supposed to be there. Making it like we mentally insane or just making a pussy. If you weren't standing on that shit, bitch, when in any motherfucking platform that you was on, bitch, you definitely participated in what we got going on now. Too many of you hoes was coddling them bitches. I love everybody. But too many of you hoes was coddling them bitches and telling motherfucking hoes, bitch, that it was okay for them to have got there to have a 5 o'clock, 9:30, 10:30 ass shadow on their face, bitch. It's okay, you real. No. Ashanti, bitch, you a black. And it's okay that you be a motherfucking freak, but bitch, know where you need to stand. Know where you need to be till you get your shit together. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There was a lot of old school need to have slid in there and handled that. Because old school would have had a lot of you hoes pussy. Now, I know you young hoes gonna be somewhere writing, well, TS is against it. No, TS is not. We're here now. And you're crying. We're here now, bitch. Now we're here. And on day one, you see what they were doing. You see what the plan was. You see all that on day one. Anyway, bitch, I get mad every time I think about it.
Yeah.
Anyway, Trey,
that's it. We doing a show again next week, I guess.
Yeah, before
we go to St. Louis. St. Louis, we have a few tickets left. St. Louis, I said we got a few tickets left.
We do. Somebody said, please speak to non-binary people instead of just placing an expectation on us that we listen. Listen, I don't know the non-binary experience. I don't know that. I don't know the non-binary. I am a transgender woman. I don't know the non-binary experience. I know that the non-binary peoples ain't trans. They ain't. They non-binary. And so if they androgynous and they got on whatever the fuck they got on, don't group them when they're with us. I don't give a fuck.
What is gender non-conforming?
Miss Lawrence.
So you don't identify as male or female?
She said she's gender non-conforming.
Right. So does that mean you don't identify with male or female?
I guess.
Okay, so how is gender non-conforming different from non-binary?
Well, I don't know.
Neither do I.
I think that I don't know, so I'm not an expert in that. All I know is this.
Or are they one and the same?
You say non-binary does not identify with either.
So then what is gender non-conforming? That's the same thing? They're one and the same? Okay, they're saying it's the same thing.
Well, I don't know. I do know that there are a lot of men who are gender non-conforming. Lil Uzi Vert gives very gender non-conforming. Rick James gave very gender non-conforming. Prince gave very gender non-conforming. Like those people that's gonna wear a boot, a heel, a lash.
I'm about to go.
CeeLo Green.
I'm about to go.
Gender non-conforming.
What they said, CeeLo.
Gender non-conforming.
I put CeeLo over there in that same category with Ricky Smiley. Y'all can have him.
Girl, stop it. Who said Franklin was Jinder Knuckle for me? Hush up. That's gay. Maya, you said step aside, Greg. Step aside. That's gay. Oh, God. Hey, everybody, this is T.S. Madison, and if you are trying to grow your business, brand, or product, why not advertise with me? Email me at booktsmadison@gmail.com so that you can get in on our comprehensive advertisement packages. You need visits, you need subscribers, honey, a broad demographic. Advertise with me today. Quit talking and listen. Get over to my Patreon right now so that you can receive exclusive content from the TS herself. Tom, hey, Billy Butt. What on the top? Hey, Billy Butt. Hey, Billy Butt. Hey, Billy Butt. Come on, Hey, Billy Butt. Hey, Billy Butt. Hey, what on the top? Hey, Billy Butt. Oh my God! What else, Mo? Come on, click on it. Come on, click on it. I will vote for Donald Trump. I will vote for Donald Trump. Cintura. I will vote for Donald Trump. I will vote for Donald Trump. I will vote for Donald Trump. Everybody, let's sing this song, everybody, together, okay? I need you loud, because I want you Trump. Hear that song, okay? Again. Yo quiero que todo el mundo lo cante fuerte, para que nuestro presidente la escuche. ¿Ok? En español bien ahorita. So, tranquilito. Come on. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh my God.
I will vote. Will vote.
Repeat.
Oh my God, I will vote.
Later that day,
and in the first 9 days.
did you see the back of that man's T-shirt?
Later that day.
Now, you mean to tell me that you were in strong support of Darnell Trump?
Oh my God. And ICE came and got you.
Oh
My God.
Whoa!
Oh my God. Now listen, I want to be Darnell Trump. Like Darnell Jones. I want y'all to understand this. Now I'm not in celebration of any families being broken up. But we're definitely going to point out every time we see this. And here's the thing, Craig might not do it, but every time that I see some things happening to the rest of my community, my black community, I'm going to say in my Trump voice, with the stroke of my pen, I'm going to end the transgender lunacy. There are 2 genders. Every time that they start posting stuff about black shit, because it ain't just Mexicans and the foreign people,
and Cubans.
that we gonna. Craig may not, but I am. I'm gonna be tapping on their back.
I'm tapping on everybody's back.
Every time that they pull anything that's going on with the girls. Because what I'm celebrating is that I wasn't going alone. I'm not celebrating that it's happening to you. I'm celebrating that I'm not going alone.
But see, I'm slightly different because, see, if you remember this chart, and I want you all to focus on the red sections, just the red sections of the chart. It says Latino men were 54% in support of Trump. 37% of Latino women were in support of Trump.
So, I mean, and some of you said on the news that you didn't care if your friends or your family members or whomever were deported, weren't allowed into the country. You didn't give a fuck. So, I mean, I don't have sympathy for those people. Everybody else, I do. But those people, I have none. And see, do you think they're going to vote in the next 4 years? The next one? Girl, they won't be here to vote. Because there are planes right now going down to Guatemala. Hey, Billy Bob? And they may not be Guatemala, but the plane is going to Guatemala. And it costs approximately $842,000 per plane. Chris, so are we reporting every day on what's going on? I mean, we're going to have to. Somebody has to balance this news. Somebody has to balance this. $852,000 approximately it costs for those 80 per 80 immigrant. It's cost about $852,000 because it's those planes. Like one of those planes, it costs $21,000 for one of those planes. Another plane costs between $68,000 and $71,000 per hour. And these are American dollars, not pesos. These are American taxpayer dollars. Yes, senora. Senora. Yes. That. American dollars. And guess who's paying for it? The Americans. You and me, because I pay taxes. Correct. You and me. I mean, I'm just saying. I will vote. I will. Can you translate that? Is that I will? I will. What is it? I will. EYEBILL. I will. Well, but the question is, do you think they'll be around for the next, in 2028, they'll be able to? I don't know. Somebody put book. Right. I'm not celebrating that this stuff is going on with those people. I'm celebrating the ones who voted for him. But I'm celebrating that I won't be alone. Because y'all were very happy for the things that are going to happen to the trainees. And this is what we told y'all. I'm going to say this every time we go live. So if you don't like it, y'all click out now. Every time we go live, we start talking about this. Y'all, everybody had their hands to the ceiling. I can get with this. I seen them in the comments. I seen them. And I seen people that I love. Really? In the comments. Now this I can get with. Well, the other piece is, in a lot of instances, I'm not going to say in all instances, but in many cases, especially in the case of Hispanic and Latino people who were in support of Trump, they thought that was going to bring them into closer proximity to whiteness. And they also thought that it was going to give them an edge up above the blacks. Definitely that. They thought it was going to get, so, it was given very much so, uno reverse, bitch. I have a reverse in my hand. So it's given very much so, so the evil that you planned for me, turned around and got you. The good book says, what does it say? Don't dig a ditch for another bitch, because you may be the bitch that falls in the ditch. Now, which book is that? That was from the book of niggas. Don't be the bitch that digs a ditch for another bitch, because you might be the bitch that falls in that same ditch. Well, they are falling. They are falling. Like Alicia Keys. Just like them notes. Flat. They are falling flat, bitch. No chance of getting up. But, of course, he's tried to sign an executive order to freeze all federal money. Okay. Do we have that in there where we talk about all of the different things that were going to be impacted, all of the programs? Food stamps, Section 8, Head Start. So, folk who have kids in, preschool, whatever. A lot of those programs are government funded or subsidized. So some of those kids go for free. Some go for a reduced amount.
What else was in there? We said Section 8, we said food stamps, Head Start, Medicaid, a bunch of federal programs, even like federal money for those going to school.
You said so celebrate with the crackers. Hey, no. You may be misconstrued what's going on here. I know that I knew that I was in danger. I know that I am in danger. What I'm celebrating with the crackers is I'm not going alone.
Mm-hmm.
So let's not get it twisted here.
Right.
Because we can't miss the part where everyone,
Hi, Billboard.
people that I love that
Hi, Billboard.
had their hands up in the comments saying, I can get with this.
Right.
With the stroke of the pen, I'm going to fuck the transgender up. You can get with this. So don't start taking it personal. When we sit when we the trainees, the punks, the gays, the ubiquitous community, don't take it personal when we're over here saying, hey, Bill, don't take it personal.
So, that was going to affect a lot of things, but the dumb idiot had to rescind it. And he was for a moment, he had to rescind it.
It took that black judge to get up here.
Because there was a shit.
Hi, Billboard. Hi, Billboard.
We got to play.
You said no produce. Okay.
We got to play that white woman that was having a fit. But there were a lot of people who made a lot of fuss because he was going to put a freeze, and there were people like, well, how am I going to eat? How am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? So he had to rescind it. But that just goes to show you the power of speaking up and speaking out. Now, we would have had to exercise that power had we voted the way we needed to.
Had those Latinos for Trump.
And those white women who said they were voting for Kamala actually did it.
But yeah. Mo, can you please again put that shirt up there, please? I don't think they saw it. It's important that it's seen.
In the middle.
How? And isn't it a yeah. No man turned 98. You won the lottery and died the next day. It's like rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride on a government plane. It's the good advice that you just didn't take. And who would have thought it figured? Isn't it ironic? Can we also go back and put the numbers up again, the PNG image too? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is why we're over here. This is why we're in space like, girl, we were all of us that were screaming and hollering and everybody that thought they were safe, anybody that was not a white man was not safe.
Correct.
And even if you were a white man, if you weren't a white man in a certain financial class, you were not safe. You were not safe. You say the picture's fake? Okay. Well, that other thing. Well, what's going on ain't
okay.
I ain't built up. What's going on ain't fake, bitch.
Baby, they are snatching up Native Americans. Native Americans. Jamaican Americans have been snatched up and held for 24 hours simply because they have an accent.
Jamaican
Americans.
Jamaican Americans. Bitch, when I tell you I'm walking through with my head down until they kept me training. Why you think I've been so heavy on that treadmill, bitch?
What you trying to do?
Because I'm going to run. I'm going to tuck these balls back, bitch. So I ain't got nothing holding me down.
Okay.
I'm going to tuck these balls back, bitch.
Well.
So ain't nothing standing in my way from getting down the street.
It's crazy. Like, this is insane. And here's the thing.
Australia, and of course all of the countries around the world have been paying attention. So they have made it such in their elections, in their upcoming elections, a billionaire can no longer contribute more than $20,000 to a political candidate because they don't want to see a repeat of what happened here, where somebody rich or rich people can just come together and just buy the election. So they've already put policy in place that cannot happen. They have capped them at $20,000 in terms of supporting a political candidate. And then if you pay attention to what's been happening, most of this stuff that's been going on, it's rooted in racism. And so I don't understand.
Looking good. I'll ditch the truck, you hold on to those.
So what you looking for? Always gotta have a mag of that. I'll be here if you need anything. Keep your eyes open. Stay strapped.
Well, I guess I gotta go to bed. It's 1 a.m.
The one and only. Keep your eyes open.
I gotta take the trash out, bitch. I just realized that. Okay. Alright, I'm going to bed. So I have to take the trash out. Y'all have a great night, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Hope y'all had fun. Laters.